movie's dead?
No.
The movie's dying?
No. Listen, everyone is saying that they think they are because Exhibition is struggling with COVID right now. It comes to life.
It's Harry
Yeah.
fucking Potter.
Because until you see that image, it only exists to you in your mind, right? And then it all becomes real,
Yeah.
right? Like it's not just something in your head or on the cover of the book.
Welcome to the fucking show. Tonight! And then they're like, okay, well, here's like a half-decent, cool car chase in it, and then they're in a plane.
How did she pull the trigger?
She's riding the motorcycle, and she's got her leg out. She's like,
Lucy Liu stole my heart.
Oh my god. Well, hey, listen.
But let's say you were a wizard, right?
Hey, Justin, let's say he was a wizard, Harry.
It's a very campy film.
Yep.
This man was not prepared for the type of supernatural shit that was coming down the pipe.
I'm just gonna say it. They're my favorite characters in the whole movie up to this point because they are hilarious.
I had never seen it, but I'll be watching it again.
If you had one jersey to pick from across all of sports, what do you think it would be?
Reebok era maroon Atlanta Thrashers alternative jerseys. I mean, can we talk about A+ potential? They look like soccer jerseys, but they're hockey jerseys.
I think we're gonna have to pass. So what's your favorite college football jersey out there?
Oh, it's Coastal Carolina, Chanticleers, right?
Dude, are you serious? Dude, that's that's my team.
The jersey
Hey, no,
sucks. Oh no, dude, that jersey's trash. I don't even like college football. They're so stupid.
What the hell is this? So as far as NFL jerseys or just football jerseys in general, I guess what's your peak jersey? What does it look like? Which one is your favorite?
Well, you gotta go with the Buffalo Bills home.
No, I'm gonna stop you there. I think we're gonna move on. We don't need any homers on the show, so I appreciate you calling in, man.
And I would say, Smalls, I have an incredible passion for Arena League football jerseys.
Sure. Okay. Yeah, that was a great league. I mean, do you venture outside of that at all?
The best one, I'd say I have a lot of Penguins jerseys.
Did you say you said jerseys?
Yeah, you've never heard of a jersey?
No, I know what it is, but you would say that's your favorite?
Yeah, because they're short sleeves, so you can move around a lot better.
You mean that ironically, of course, right? You mean that ironically, right?
All right, who do we have next? Benny Buckets.
Hey, what's up, man?
Hey, what's up?
Oh,
No, love, yeah, no, no, love, yeah, no, no, love,
Ladies and my dad. Oh, none of that was in camera. That was completely unnecessary.
That
Loud though, and I love it.
Were you aiming for my face, just out of curiosity?
No, I was pointed way down.
He says we're scared of hitting eyes. What is up, guys?
Oh, so you're trying to go below the belt is what you were saying.
I would rather get shot in the pants with a
Oh,
bottle cap than
asshole.
the eyeball. Would you rather get shot in the eyeball?
Good point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we bought, so long story short, and my Instagram sucks. We won't even dive into the show. Yeah, so we bought, for like $6, a cap gun.
This came right out of the company's bank account, too.
Yeah. It was only $6. It's what we in the industry call an investment, because all of the people in the world are buying stonks and stuff today. So we invested in ourselves.
Absolutely.
And got protection, entertainment.
And of course, it adds a inherent value to the people that want to watch us and enjoy us.
Greg, I don't want to switch to his. I don't know what happened between when we talked previously and right now.
It looks really rough over there. I mean,
oh, it's magnetic.
Is it magnetic?
Yeah.
Oh.
So there's little magnets that. Okay. Anyways, here's Josh.
This is what Greg thinks of me when I was wearing a beanie and a tie-dye shirt today. This is his visual representation of me, that I would sell him weed out of the back of my mom's car.
I mean, I have $20 on me if you got a G on you.
We don't.
We don't talk about that on the air.
What is a G, Gregory?
Greg. That's what it is.
Oh, I have a Greg. All right, what is up, guys? Welcome to 2 Beers Deep. We don't know much about anything.
We don't know a lot.
But we do know where our show is located this evening. 2 Beers Deep is live today from the Union Fitness Studios located in the North Shore of Pittsburgh. Union Fitness is more than a traditional gym. It is a place where you can transform
You know what?
yourself
Now that I see it, I
inside and
do
out.
look like I was a reject from a Cheech and Chong movie.
You look like something.
Yeah, I get it.
Something.
I get
Smalls,
it now.
using company funds to buy an item would hurt others sounds a lot like Robin Hood.
Well, little golf clap for a good one there. Hey.
He's not wrong. He's not wrong.
I mean,
do any of us actually own stock?
I do.
Oh, wow.
I do.
Humble
But that's
brag.
kind of a stretch, Smalls. I don't know. It's I think you're trying to make like a joke about irrelevancy, and I'm with you on that one.
I feel like he's a little angry that he missed out on it, though, to be fair.
Yeah, Smalls is big
Yeah.
angry.
Mhm.
Anyways, with a variety of classes based on fitness, yoga, strength, and performance training at Union Fitness, they believe it is their duty to hold themselves and their clients to a higher standard. They practice what they preach and uphold the values and make Union Fitness the community that it is. Go to unionfitness.com today to sign up for a consultation through Union. There is strength. Boom. Timmy, AMC, not to the moon. Yeah, there's we will probably end up just getting into stonk talk. IMV Big Angry. Yeah, it's long story short, we won't get into the ifs, ands, or buts about it, but you're not an idiot.
Nah.
We love you and care about
This
you.
is something that probably is once in a century type of thing.
This
to
will be
occur.
taught in classes.
This probably will actually.
So that would be the 7th life event that the millennials have lived through. Is that what
Oh, yeah.
is that where we're at now?
Essentially, yeah.
Are we at 7?
Essentially,
I was
yeah.
talking with a buddy, and he
We're
was
30. Great.
I mean, yeah. Well, I talked with like a buddy about the things we think that our grandparents and parents have been. Wow, they got through Watergate, or wow, they got through. Listen up, man.
The only thing we haven't had is a world war. That's literally, and we got plenty of time.
Don't
left.
count your chickens before they hatch, man.
Yeah, we're very good at world wars as humans.
So I read an article today about how people born from 85 to 95 are a very weird bubble.
Oh, yeah.
Because we remember what it was like before the internet, but we also were early adapters of the internet.
We taught our parents.
I remember
Right.
dial-up. Yeah, that's crazy.
So like we're in this weird limbo where people before us don't know, they don't understand anything but tradition, and
Yeah.
the people behind us know nothing about tradition, and we're like this weird limbo. Vo posted it. I don't know if he's in the chat yet.
It
was really interesting.
It's a unique perspective because we know the internet better than our parent. Like, obviously, there's cases of people that are
Yeah.
geniuses like Steve Jobs and shit. But what I'm saying is we know the internet better than our previous generation from terms of use and day-to-day, but we do not know enough that we can't imagine it. Like, we can imagine a time without internet. There are humans
Oh, yeah.
alive that cannot fathom dial-up internet and, like,
Oh, yeah,
don't know about rotary phones.
If you remember getting yelled at by your parents for hogging up the phone line because you were looking up something online, that's how you know.
Because you were looking at
Yeah.
boobies.
Today we are drinking. Greg and I went the vlog. I plan on dropping the first part of it Saturday. So yeah, you keep. I love it. Just keep.
Tired Josh is
here
entertaining.
Here
man.
you go, little guy.
Yeah.
Here's a gun.
Tired Josh is punchy. I like it.
It's not loaded. I'm a good
bummer.
parent. But anyways, Greg and I went to 4 breweries last Saturday. Greg, do you want to tell the people who we hit up?
Yeah. So in
Timmy. Okay, I do want to say Timmy's right that the history books will say that the peasants of 2020 attempted to sabotage Big Suit and crash the market. To the winners go the spoils. Do not sell your stocks.
It's very true. So this past Saturday we hit up Ultra Genius. We hit up.
Loved it.
Yeah, Ultra Genius was awesome. We hit up Lincoln Avenue in Bellevue, which was really cool. We went to Abjuration Brewing in McKees Rocks, which is where this beer is from. And then the fourth one, we went to Cobble House in Coriopolis. Yeah,
It was a splendid Saturday.
It was. I must say. It was nice going to 4 places, all of which I was expecting there to be one thing that I thought was going to be negative. None.
Yeah,
I
mean,
no issues.
There were things that if you were like a POS, you could find wrong, but all 4 were splendid. The service was great. I'm a little biased for Ultra Genius because we had Jordan on the show. The beer, I think the beer across the board at Ultra Genius was the best out of all of them, but I did not have a bad food item, bad service, bad anything.
Ultra Genius was the best way to start off our day. I got to be honest, though. Abjuration blew my mind.
So the beer we have today, and we're going to try to continue this. It'll drop basically all 4. We'll drop in one-time episodes of whatever content we caught because we got pretty drunk towards the end.
Yes, we did.
Every Saturday, so I'll
As you
drop
can
the
imagine.
first one this Saturday. But we're drinking Abjuration's Botanical Sour V1.1.
Mm-hmm.
It is a sour ale with pineapple and sage.
Yeah, the sage is interesting.
Yeah.
And I asked him, I said, hey, man, like, and basically it's in this, like, movie theater where you would get your popcorn before going to the movie theater.
Oh, that's this place.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it has like a giant. They were watching like Star Trek, and we
Yeah.
sat down. You had to get pizza next door. Like super cool.
Yeah.
Sounds great. Movies, beer, and pizza.
Yeah.
Well, is there anybody on this platform that like obsesses over those
Do you
things?
think we could get Zach to come with us next Saturday?
I mean, you
Zach
would hope
was-
so
On
because
Wednesday, Zach was very jealous that that you guys went.
you
and
know,
did that.
you know another person.
Zach is jealous about every. And I'm sorry to cut you go.
I was gonna say, you know, another person
Sorry, I
that
have something to say to
another person that we could have asked for if he wasn't sitting on the toilet while this was going on would have been
did
Dre.
invite Dre.
Yeah,
We
we
FaceTimed
did
him and
invite
called
Dre. Yeah, and he apparently was shitting while we were drinking. So
If I told Zach that he had to be at every piece of content our company produced, he would be at every piece of content. And like he would be, and I love it.
Yeah.
But sometimes you got to put the kids to bed, Zach, and the adults got to go drink a Chardonnay and get wasted.
you gotta be able to think on your toes at
Weren't
any
you
given moment.
drinking
You never
beer?
know what can happen.
Anyways, no, Zach and Josh, you both would love Abjuration. My favorite of the day was Ultra
Yeah.
Genius, but we'll put the videos out. But anyways, I asked the guy, hey, man, like just a question. Like I love pineapples. I love pineapple beer. I said the sage in it. Like I did say, is it good? But I was basically like, should I like try it? Is it going to ruin? And he was like, all of these are my babies, so I can't really answer that. And I was like, honestly, that's the best answer ever.
Yeah, that's true.
So yeah, I posted pictures on my story about it. I'll put them in there. Their drinks come in beakers with a little funnel tip.
Yeah, you guys sent me a picture of that.
Mm-hmm.
So 3, 2, 1, action.
That's not a very rewarding sound.
No, but it's the most rewarding beer. I will add though, if Zach has any ill will after that comment, there is a 4th pineapple beer here that I promised him.
It's in the door. I can't
in the
prove
door.
it. Mm-hmm.
So
what the fuck is that?
there is pulp in it, which I think is the best part
It is.
about it.
It makes it unique to that point because Josh, you have called me out for this many times. I'm not a sour person, but this is actually delicious because when I drink it, I legit think I'm drinking a pineapple smoothie.
It's a cocktail. Like it's
yeah. I agree.
And I told Greg, and I think that you'll understand the severity of this statement, Josh. It is up there with Lucky Envelope's 2 pepper beer that I always talk about out of Seattle.
Huh.
That like I tell everyone about.
That's like your Mount Rushmore right there too. Yeah.
It's just it's like
Crazy.
here's what I say: the best hazy IPA I had all day, Ultra Genius.
Yeah, that was
not even
delicious.
close.
Yeah.
But Abjuration does some serious weird stuff.
I'm going to point this out. No spoilers. Obviously, you have to watch the video, but I had the best dessert
He
beer
did say this.
I've ever had in my life at Abjuration.
Wow.
And dessert beers are very hard to pull off because they can be too sweet. They might not have as much, so it almost is kind of like you're
Just beer.
It's just beer necessarily, yeah. But this was hands down the best dessert beer I've ever had in my life. And if you want to see what it is, see the video when it drops.
And that was our third location.
It was
I
the
believe.
third, yeah.
So that'll drop in.
It was going to be our fourth until one
Yeah, we
brewery.
kinda screwed up.
Yeah, one brewery we didn't realize
Rock.
wasn't letting. Yeah, not we're not knocking them or anything. It's literally on us because we honestly didn't realize they just weren't open.
Hashtag gluten free.
gotta
But no, it was awesome. So what do you guys think of the beer? Because I adore it.
It's exactly how I remember, and you do taste the sage too.
Yeah.
Yeah, you really do. I don't remember actually tasting the sage when I went there, but yeah.
No, Sarah, I have not been to Illusion and Vandergrift yet, and I would
Hey,
love
Sarah.
to go to Illusion and Vandergrift.
Hey, Sarah,
I
how
would
many
love
chips do you have? Just let us know. If you have 1,000 chips, I highly suggest you go check out the chips for today. Anybody who has 1,000 chips.
He's really trying to push this.
Yeah,
plug.
it's I appreciate the effort. I will say that it's kind of like salesy, Josh. You got to be a little more
Yeah.
organic about it. Might have a good bit.
Imagine a solo camera with some romantic music and one Greg Malik alone for a minute with no interruption.
Yeah, Timmy's checking his pocket to
Yeah.
see how many.
now you're
Right.
pushing it. I like that.
Okay,
That's a
there
great,
we
that's a
go.
great
All
sales
right,
job.
all right, all right,
That's
all
a
right.
great sales job.
All right.
All right, let's dive into our first topic.
You got to open your bobblehead.
Do you want it opened?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
It is the bobblehead bet. Bucks Lakers. We got Hall of Famer in the building. One. Here you go.
It is glorious, I must say.
Well, sorry, Greg. I'm muted, so good luck.
Oh.
Here, talk about Joe Kelly.
Oh, man. All right.
Shipper.
Oh, Greg moved up, and it fucked the whole thing up. There we go.
He punched it, he
All right.
said.
All right.
What's going on, everybody? This right here is Thoughts from the Bench Hall of Famer Joseph Kelly. Now, if anyone wants to remember what Joseph Kelly is, he is the dude that, after striking out someone, gave them the logic that went on here. This right here is the bobblehead that will be added to the collection now moving forward, along with the many others we got with Tanger, Roethlisberger, Bill Hillgrove, Kobe Bryant, and Kevin Stevens. Obviously, I'd say this is top 3, easily, right there. And yeah, I am not, it's definitely top 6, that's very true. I am not going to open this because, frankly, I want to have Deke have the satisfaction of doing that, but just as a close-up for everyone to see. Look how amazing that is. Perfectly aligned, too. And also shout out to AMPM, which is clearly the West Coast version of Kogo's. Now that's a sales job right there.
Was that worth it?
It's
I don't know.
perfect. Yeah,
he moved
Chip.
the camera way closer from when I set it up to now.
No, because
There were some shots in there.
No, because I moved in, and that's why we aligned it differently.
There were some shots in there
That was interesting.
that Justin Luteran would be upset about.
Yeah.
I'm upset.
Bada boom.
That's not as bad as I thought it was
No,
gonna
it's
be.
really good.
This looks great.
Yeah, I'm actually.
Yeah.
I don't know what you are. Glue. Yeah. Welcome to the table, Joe.
And there's the
Joe,
Two
shout
Beers
out to
Deep
you.
Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
Shout out Ryan Smith.
Honestly, the best thing for me, the blue with like the light blue laces are honestly pretty dope.
Mm.
Yeah, sure.
Mine is that it's Joe Kelly.
Yep. He is going perfectly right next. Actually, right behind.
Natty wants to know if Greg is selling his weight loss program.
Yes.
35 flights of stairs a day.
Water and marijuana. So there you go.
Greg said he didn't know what a G. What is this?
There you go.
Is it over?
Yeah.
That was right on the knuckles.
Getting to our
I'm getting
first.
kind of good with it.
Yeah, it's. You should take it back. First topic.
Dope.
Is the Fuck You tour over?
There's 2 ways you can go, right?
Yeah.
That is very true. I mean,
There's-
technically by definition it is over because the season's
Well-
over. Just
Well, so
yeah.
Wait, did she put like glasses?
yeah,
on it?
you can change your emote
Oh,
through
man.
a certain number of bits. You can customize all the emotes.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty
It's-
cool, Greg's
she's been
girlfriend.
she's been saving them up. Yeah.
I have, I think, 22,000.
It's a hell of
I
a
should
number.
sell them.
You really should.
I'm trying to get to 69.
Got
But
it.
anyways, yeah, no, there's 1 of 2 ways that this ends up. There's either A, Aaron Rodgers stays with the Packers and they sit on Jordan Love for another year, or B, Aaron Rodgers leaves the team and he goes somewhere else, or C, they trade Jordan Love. So
I mean, the latter's not happening.
I do not believe that's happening. I throw
ain't
it out
happening.
there, but that's what I mean when there's two options.
Yeah, I didn't realize this too. That apparently this happened with the Broncos when they thought John Elway was.
See,
going to be on his
Hop
way out.
writes in that and he's I mean
Tell
that's
him.
him. He says Love is gone.
There's no way.
Oh, Chip says I had my last weed in 1980.
Huh?
I had my first weed during the pandemic. Good for you, Natty.
Yeah.
Chip, your last weed was The way you worded that makes me think you're correct, Dad.
Yeah.
I had my last weed in 1980. Or you're throwing me off your scent. You and Mom have been growing in the backyard.
So
Were
10 years before Nico was born.
Was there always a point where you?
I think.
Was there a point in the backyard that you weren't allowed to go by?
No.
I got you thinking.
There is
now.
a room in the basement that they said we can never go in.
Oh.
Below the garage. It is some Breaking Bad stuff there, Dad.
Yeah.
I just never was in that room.
There
so.
you go then.
Anyways,
Speaking of nudie magazines,
right? No, but Hop writes in. He says we had so many Rodgers future backups over the last few years we could get rid of them all. True, but
not one that you invested a first round pick.
That's
in, though.
I mean, really, Brent Hundley. Was he one of them, right?
Yeah. Brett was a guy that I thought still had talent. It was just
I thought he had talent.
Yeah, I did
but
too. Yeah, but like as a 4th, 5th rounder, I mean, he wasn't gonna make much of it.
I heard if you do weed, it gives you the coronavirus. Disclaimer: we don't know.
Yeah,
Greg
can't-
apparently has coronavirus.
No, I've been tested. We're good.
That's not what Timmy just said.
Like we're gonna believe Timmy, but okay.
I
believe Timmy.
Hopper, though, he does bring up a good point that they trusted Deshaun Kaiser a lot. But at the same time, they didn't draft Deshaun Kaiser.
No,
that's
like-
a Cleveland Browns 2nd-round pick.
Yeah, that was I forgot how that went through. Was that just like a free agent pickup? Because I think they cut
Yes.
him. Yeah.
And the Packers have had, but none of them were Jordan Love. And what I mean by that is the upside of a Matt LaFleur offense.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like Mike McCarthy's offense,
And
I don't think fit anyone other than him.
and not to mention this too, 1st-round pick. They traded up to
Yeah.
get him too. There's some man crush love going on with that. So there ain't no way they're getting rid of Love.
And honestly, man, I don't hate it, but my other thing is Jordan Love was just drafted 2 years ago.
Last year.
Last year?
Yeah.
Like
we were doing the live
Yeah,
stream when
you're
that
right.
happened. Yeah, when one of the best pieces of content we ever had was you pretending to be, I think it was
He was at Aaron
Aaron Rodgers' house
He
when
was
that
live
happened.
from Aaron Rodgers'
Oh,
house.
yeah.
Hiding under the table.
Oh man.
Yeah, and so I don't know. I don't think that they trade Jordan Love. I think that Aaron Rodgers should move on from the Packers, to be completely honest with you. But I don't think he does.
I would still wait a year for that just because I feel like in 2 years with LaFleur's offense, they got to the MC title game just trying to get over that hump. I feel
What
like he
makes
deserves
you
one more
think
spot.
that after LaFleur has pissed away 2 NFC championship games that he fucking deserves another shot?
I don't know
I mean,
about the first one, but this one, the
I was
problem was the extra point versus
I was going
or
to say
the field goal.
Mike McCarthy pissed away a lot of years where he didn't
Yeah.
even get to the MC title game, so
The fact that
your
in
logic is kind of
2
off.
Well, I wouldn't say off.
It's
I,
not
just,
off because you only have Aaron Rodgers for 2 more years.
That was 3. It's 2 or 3.
But
Something like
that's
that. Yeah.
the
Yeah.
the larger point here is basically, is Aaron Rodgers being wasted in this team, in this offense? Yeah. He has to be, and you look at Aaron Jones is gone unless they're not re-signing him. They have one elite offensive player.
Which, when you think about it, I mean, was kind of the point for them drafting A.J. Dillon is because they could just do Jamal Williams and A.J. Dillon for next year if they want to.
Don't they have 2 elite, or are we saying that Aaron Jones isn't elite?
He's gone.
Oh, I didn't even know that.
He's a free agent, and they didn't re-sign him.
Oh, shit.
So unless they
They-
get a deal done.
Right,
but-
like that's part of the reason that they drafted Dillon is because they're not going to re-sign
because
him.
Jamal Williams is also a free agent.
Okay.
So the
okay.
only running back currently on their team that's worth a shit is A.J. Dillon.
Right.
Unless they re-sign.
Now Devontae Adams, yes, I would consider him elite.
Oh, yeah.
I would also argue that I think Lazard and MVS took steps this year to show that they are very capable receivers in this offense.
Well, they're hand-groomed receivers, I think is a better way to put it. Because he had them since they was little baby receivers. And he's like, okay, you're the long guy and you're the check down guy. Get really good at that.
Picture Tom Brady's receivers, but none of them are getting in the Hall of Fame.
Right.
Because Julian Edelman is getting in the Hall of Fame because of Tom Brady.
Right.
MSV and Lazard. And
No,
granted,
no,
there's a
no.
number 1, I know,
Yeah.
but Tom Brady has literally given James White a chance every year to make a Pro Bowl.
Yes,
like
that's fair.
I don't think that they are his little babies.
Also,
little baby.
And Robert Tonyan stepped up this year too, out of nowhere. Let's put that out there. Or Aaron Rodgers just decided that you are my tight end. I have to use you in some sort of way.
Yeah, it was probably closer to that.
Papa writes in, there was a lot wrong with the game, play calling, defense. Even Rodgers, we got 6 points off 3 interceptions.
Agreed.
See, I would argue though, like you had the 3 interceptions, and most of the time you were in your own territory.
Yeah.
But those were a lot of 3-and-outs, though.
I will say Jair Alexander is my top 3.
Oh, Jair Alexander played great.
So,
but those 2 interceptions were perfect opportunities for them, and he didn't capitalize and went 3-and-out both times. Like part of that has to be based on Aaron Rodgers.
There's also something that went really wrong that I've been keeping a secret about this game.
What's that?
My Uncle Mike pulled out I would say like early 90s Brett Favre jersey at halftime and put it on in an attempt to sway towards the Packers.
That pissed off the gods.
It really made them mad.
Oh.
It really made them mad.
That's
so
tough.
that one's on you, Uncle Mike. Thanks for fucking over Aaron Rodgers and the Packers.
Although, didn't you say you did say that your grandma pointed out that if Brett Favre was the quarterback, they would have won that game?
Yes, that was it.
Yeah.
The game was not even cold yet, and Martha Jane comes in and says if Brett Favre was the quarterback, they would have won.
We should have said that about Terry Bradshaw.
Yeah.
Yeah.
AB and Le'Veon in the Super Bowl. We will get. I believe we have Super Bowl talk somewhere.
We
No?
don't.
Okay.
We're going to save it for next week.
Yeah, we'll save that topic for next week. I think that's a good point.
Yeah, it was probably best for this. We have other stuff to touch on.
So I believe that now what? Rodgers sticks around. Favre would have had 5 TDs and 4 picks, still wins the game.
That sounds like a
True.
Terry Bradshaw game.
Well, yeah, because Aaron Rodgers was given the ball with a chance to win the game, and Brett Favre, like my dad would always say, if he had 2 minutes left in the ball, he would win the game.
Can we all agree that he should have ran?
Yes.
He should have ran.
He also, so there is a stipulation there that he was he was able by the coaching staff to call that 3rd down play. He treated that 3rd down play as if he was going to call he treated that 3rd down play as if he was going to be able to call the play on 4th.
Oh, okay.
As soon as that ended, they put on the kicking team. He had no idea. He assumed
he was like trying to get a huddle, and somebody had to be like, "Look, they're bringing on the kicker."
He was under the pretense that he was going to get 2 downs to call a play on that yard line. So I understand the whole him not running from that perspective, but I also still don't get it.
And that's I mean, we could also then bring that up too, that if Kevin King didn't hold the receiver, that would have been a 3-and-out.
Yeah.
Well, but like, how many pass interference calls were not called for the Packers?
A ton.
Like on 2 consecutive drives, and then and Denny says the NFL is fixed, but like all of a sudden Brady gets a miracle call.
But
you know what I mean?
Here's the problem, though. Josh,
feels ugly.
Yeah, but here's the thing, though. There's a lot of pass interference calls that can be debated. The problem is that this was so.
I mean, he pulled the shirt.
Well, that's the problem with everybody that says that it's fixed, and this is not like a shot at Denny or anything. The foul has to happen for the call to go in to then people say it's fixed, right?
Right.
It's just they're deciding which one to call.
Right, and then you look at the fact that like the first call that they made in that game was the targeting with the helmet, right? Which was the giant call they missed in the Browns game.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I mean, like that kind of shit just kills you when you're watching.
And we can't say that it's this, the ref to ref, because it's a completely different unit.
Right.
And that's the frustrating thing, because it's like, aren't you guys should just basically be robots at this point.
Right.
2 of the comments come in. Our red zone offense is terrible all year. We look for Adams way too much. Agreed with that. Instead of relying on our 3 running backs, A.J. Dillon could have ran it in from there.
That's a good
and
point.
Natty writes in, Brady is just too blessed, man. Didn't he have 3 picks and still won like God this time? Yeah, Brady's he sucks.
He's touched.
Am I fair to say that this reminds me so much of when Peyton won the Super Bowl with the Broncos, that he just had a great defense to play with?
Peyton could barely throw the ball. Tom Brady threw dimes still.
That's true, yeah.
I don't hate it.
I think the general idea, yes, is like Tom Brady is being propped up by a great defense, but he's still like able to throw the ball 60 yards down the field.
He's not a shell.
Yeah, and he also has better receivers than what Peyton had.
Demaryius Thomas, Emmanuel Sanders.
What's
I don't think
Eric
that
Decker.
I don't think that it's.
Eric Decker had a career year and
Yeah.
got paid by the Jets for that one season. So.
But I would probably take on paper Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, Antonio Brown was out that game.
Right.
And give me Scotty Miller because one white slot receiver can change somebody's life.
That,
I think they're comparable.
That apparently can
And
beat Tyreek
Gronk.
Hill in a foot race. So
Yeah.
see how that goes.
Let's get off that topic. He said he could beat Cheetah. So, speaking of getting off the topic, what do we got next?
So, on from one quarterback transition problem to another one.
Oof.
Gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I read a lot about the coach that they hired, and it felt like maybe that was like at least a good like olive branch. I mean, he's Lamar's guy.
Yeah, but 20 years in the league without a head coach, like.
Yeah, Deke, I'm gonna let you take that because we touched on that.
Yeah,
in the car,
we
right?
talked about it in the car. The problem I have with this hiring is one that it sounds like a lot of the hirings that they or the potential hirings that they brought in were complete smokescreen. The Houston Texans use an outside consulting firm to find options for the coaching position, which is 9 times out of 10
and GM too.
And GM, thank you. It is 9 times out of 10 what organizations, businesses, NFL teams do to verify that they can make their selection. We had an outside consulting firm, which shout out to Mike Gorman from my Dynasty League for this take because it made so much sense. But it's like they use this to say, well, they did all the research. We just went with whatever they found. So I think that there's a bigger story with the Houston Texans that is going to come out about some kind of bullshit tanking or some kind of human rights error going on in their front office because the fact that Eric Bieniemy is not a head coach is not the reason for this rant. It's the fact that the Houston Texans kind of brought in everyone under the sun, which makes me feel that they wanted this guy the whole time. So they brought in all of these people to make it sound and look like they had a legitimate thing going on here. I formally believe that there's some sort of foul play. And by foul play, I mean it could just be a smokescreen for the hiring of the guy they want. But you're hiring a guy that, yes, everyone loves and is commendable. He's a leader of men. He's been in the NFL for 20 years. There's just a lot to unpack there. But, Greg, you said you were happy about this for one reason.
And here's the thing, like I'm really happy for it because of the fact this guy was in the league for so long and it just worked out so well. And it's hard for me to like bring that up though.
You also what I was saying is that none of these were rehires.
Yeah, I wanted to get to that on the next one when we
Which
actually
is
talk
fine.
about coaches. But like with regards to the entire Houston Texans story in general, though, man, I brought this up so many times. The Jack Easterby stuff is just so fucking
Weird.
it's weird beyond belief.
He's a snake oil salesman.
He is. And I mean, you can't trust a preacher to lead your football team. I'm sorry, you just can't. So there's going to be something big coming from this. I don't know what, but
cult leader, basically.
there has
Well,
to
yeah,
be.
he said, "Pray for me that we'll make the right decisions this off."
Yeah,
But not so much that it's he was the snake in the ear of Bill O'Brien a little, like, right?
A little bit, yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
there's just so much shady stuff with that organization.
He's also the one, right, that said, in every organization at some point a football guy has to report to a non-football guy.
That sounds exactly like him.
I think that's what he said. He's like, so I think we're okay.
Man, here's the thing. First off, Bill O'Brien, credit to him. He landed on his feet as the OC at Alabama now, so he's going to work his way up into.
It's because Sarkisian went to
Texas. Yeah.
Texas, thank you.
Yeah, but man, I would love to have an interview with Bill O'Brien just to hear
Texas
what the hell
football's
happened
back.
with him.
I do not. Yeah, I don't mean to switch topics, but I just wanted to. Oh wait, never mind. Pick a topic, Greg.
What's going on, everyone? You know, all this GameStop stuff going on lately, and all your money. It's a big thing. I get it. The temptation is there. You want to get a quick buck online. You want to be able to set yourself up for life afterwards, retirement, all that fun stuff. But you know what the simplest thing is to be able to do in all seriousness? Invest in ETFs. And the reason I say that, long-term game. Think about it. Over the years and time that goes on, you're able to see your money compound over years and have slow growth, not these exponential percentage increases that you could potentially see. But in the long haul, you're able to get more money, you're able to live a comfortable life, and you're able to sit on your porch, drinking your beer, enjoying life, and just watching the days go by. Invest in ETFs. It's the long haul. Financial advice.
Daddy wants, or no. I Rick Rack wants to know if you offer a master's class.
I do not, unfortunately.
Do you even know what that is? The master's classes?
The master's classes? I've seen them, yeah.
Okay, all right.
I have seen them.
I mean, I don't think we could not make one.
I mean, we could.
It's not
We could.
something
Me
wild to do.
being on camera straight faced the entire time would be a bit of an issue. And then here's the problem too with master classes: you also have to give examples of what you're doing. Like I remember seeing Steph Curry like give an example about how he dribbles and stuff like that, and I'm just like, I can't do that. That'd be crazy.
I think the people want it.
A masterclass on something.
Wait, I just saw the end of what's Greg's cat chat. Oh man, I feel like I missed out. Yeah. So, unfortunately, you only get 3 of these a show. We've already used 2. So, chat, be wary. You only get 1 other Greg's cat chat, but it is 1,000 chips.
Let's just get it over with. Hold on, I'm doing it.
What? Oh, Jesus Christ.
Let's get back into Watson while I find it, though. Watson, that's what we want to talk about, not the Texans. So let's dive into the fact that
we're just going to pick where he goes?
I think that let's start with this list first.
Okay.
What teams should not trade for Deshaun Watson? Because I think that might be a shorter list.
Chiefs?
The Chiefs, 100%.
The Ravens?
I agree.
Yep.
The
Buffalo Bills.
Yeah, the Bills.
The Seahawks.
Maybe?
No, they're not getting rid of Russell Wilson.
Yeah, but how many years does Russ have left?
Russ has got.
No, okay, all right.
Russ,
You're keeping Russ.
I understand I understand the logic, but Russ is one of the best quarterbacks we've ever seen.
Okay,
Russ is also.
You're both loud.
Sorry.
Russ is very loud.
Russ is also on that vegan life right now. He's got like 5 to 6 years of like high play life.
All right, so then I give.
Hop
the
says
only
Jordan Love for Watson. That would be
Wow,
the
that'd be
worst thing.
fun.
But that would destroy Aaron Rodgers.
Oh, he would definitely leave. So, but that was my other point: is that the only other teams, and because we're not exactly sure where they'll be next year, is wherever Brady is and wherever Aaron is.
2 other teams. If I'm the Chargers, I don't, because I still think they have Herbert on a rookie deal.
Sure.
And also the Bengals, because you got Joe Burrow on a rookie deal.
Yeah. And maybe even Bueno, hold on to your suspenders. Probably not the Browns, because they don't want that cap hit.
I disagree to the umpteenth degree on that.
They don't want that cap hit.
Man.
What was that one?
Oh, no.
The Browns
are not.
Don't want Deshaun Watson because of the cap hit.
No, because they actually have a lot of cap space.
Is this another one? Jesus.
They have a lot of cap space.
Oh, look, it looks like that one has a description. Could you read it, Josh?
Greg, discuss how subs and bits work.
I can't do that.
Oh, that's lick, not kick. Sorry. But it has to lick his hands like a cat every once in a while.
All right, Greg, come on.
What do you mean? Hold on. What do you mean you can't?
I can't do it.
What?
I can't do it.
Greg, it's the people.
What do you mean?
People asked for this.
But what do you mean you can't?
I can't give the description because I zone in and out when you try to explain it all the time.
Oh, well, that alone, good fucking luck. Hit it, Josh. That if you would have said genuinely, like, I don't want to be, like, make it look bad or.
No, like,
nope.
I legit can't.
Now you gotta do it. Now you gotta do it.
For a minute. That was the worst excuse.
No, because guys, I'm not gonna explain. No, I'm not doing it. Go ahead. By all means, I'm not doing it. Yeah, I'm not doing it. Guys, I'm not gonna explain the difference between bits and subs just because I zone in and out every time Deke tries to explain it to me. I'm not the best person to explain that stuff. He's already shot me like multiple times, so yeah. I don't know. No, I don't. I don't know.
This is literally in support of the channel.
Don't. What?
It's how we literally keep going as a company.
This paid for your parking ticket.
Oh yeah, that's right. It did. Well, not parking ticket violation, but track violation. I'm sorry. I legit just like never pay attention. Sorry, Mom.
Okay, now lick your hands like a cat. Since you couldn't do the first part.
No.
This is more awkward being in the studio than it is watching it.
Yeah.
Deshaun Watson should not go to the Browns. That was my hot take.
And then I think he could pretty much go anywhere else. I think some teams that would really like it is probably any the one that gets a new coach, but particularly like Carolina or Florida. Or well, I guess they're Miami.
Who the fuck is Florida?
I know.
There's like
and
three
then
of them.
What just happened on the screen? What are those things?
Bits.
You fucking
Oh.
Go Smalls.
Greg, I would like a one-page report on what bits are next episode, or you're off the show. Because that, like, outside of lick, yes, maybe you shouldn't have to lick your hands. You should know how the company makes money, and that's
point.
I've explained it at the meetings and stuff. So, you playing Harry
Fair
Potter
point.
Candy Crush. What is the name of the game? My dad would, or my mom would probably actually really enjoy it.
I actually don't even know. I
Okay,
just
at least you don't know the name of the. At least you don't know. I was gonna be like, you know the name of the game. All right, Deshaun Watson. Yeah, I mean, legitimate, real locations. A lot of places have him go to Miami for Tua Tagovailoa and a couple of first-round picks. I mean, I don't hate it, but what I'm saying, if I'm Brian Flores, is that you are removing 3 years of comfort. The Jaguars trading the first-round pick for Deshaun Watson, I think, is idiotic and stupid. I think Trevor Lawrence, even if he's a bust, in terms of what we expect him to be, is a better option than Deshaun Watson's contract. 49ers are an interesting one. If they start dumping some kind of money, I don't hate it. But it's going to be interesting. And the Texans are going to have to eat something here.
What about the Rams?
Man, that'd be hard because here's the thing.
Denny, you can still give bits.
You have to get out of that massive cap hit that Jared Goff already has, so you got to find a taker for that. And even if you
Denny,
did
can we
that,
start a
like
hype
you'd have
train?
to retain some sort of salary with that. There's no way the Texans are even going to take on Jared Goff's contract altogether. So
Is it worse than Watson's? Like, I know Watson's was pretty short, so it's not bad.
I
but
feel like it is because
Is it? Okay.
Goff's kicks in, I think. No, the Goff was actually under the first year of that contract starting this year, and I think it was like 4-year, 130 mil or something
Yeah.
like that. So it's kind of a wash. When you
Yeah.
think about it, but at the same time, like, fuck, I would not want that contract at all.
That's the Goff contract.
And plus,
on your screen.
and plus, Goff, the only reason he's succeeding is because he's under that offense that he's working with. If you put him anywhere else, he'd suck.
What's that thing mean, Greg?
Hmm?
What's the green one?
Oh, it's bits.
Let's bits! Ping with 1,000 bits, my buddy. Thank you, buddy. Love you, man. If we can start a hype train, I'm going to donate some here, too, to tell Greg that he's wrong and not. Greg's right. About the bits or about. Because you.
I think it's about the bits. Yeah, I think
it's not.
Sibsy's being an ass. Yeah.
No. He's right about the Rams situation with Goff.
Oh, okay. Appreciate it, Sip.
Sippy, I'm just saying he streams, so
Yes.
he would.
Sip, I'm gonna point this out because I've said this so many times on this show. Jared Goff fucking sucks. And I know you have a different take on this, but for
Yeah.
the love of God, I've said this so many freaking times.
I don't think he fucking sucks.
Yes, he does.
Hype train incoming.
Gotta love it, and I love the chip stuff on there.
Well,
It's phenomenal.
I'm surprised you know why the chip stuff is there.
Yeah, that's fair. No, and
He's a game manager.
If you
says.
put him
Ooh.
in any other system, he would suck. I'm sorry.
I don't agree with
he
that,
would.
man.
Man, come on. He under the Jeff Fisher offense, he was horrible.
Oh, Shrek did it with 1,000 bits. Oh my Lanta.
Wow.
But the Jeff Fisher offense.
The Jeff Fisher offense
I mean,
is
can we
literally
not put that as the test?
The Jeff Fisher offense is literally handing a ball off to a running back most of the time. Like Jeff Fisher's offense is the most one-dimensional thing
LSAS
that
with
you can
400 things. You're getting toasted. Is it? Oh, it's bits. Sorry. I don't know what they are.
Yeah, I know. But it's literally Jeff Fisher's offense is literally the most one-dimensional thing you could possibly do. If you can't succeed in that, then there's something wrong with you. I'm sorry. There is.
Yeah, but he's also far exceeded expectations in McVay's.
That's true, but McVay has, I feel like, put in so many safety nets to be able to help that out, though.
Do the face thing.
Do the face thing.
Face not recognized. Yeah, it is. It's my phone.
By the way, that face app that you had looking like Hawkeye and stuff was
Yeah,
really
those are
creepy.
weird, right?
That was creepy.
LeBron should have gotten ejected last night.
Ping.
Thanks, Ping. I didn't know that, but I agree.
Wow.
I don't know what he did, but
Ping's
fuck him.
mad because the Sixers blew like a 13-point lead and had to hit a
They
game
still
winner.
won.
okay.
They still won. Come on, calm down. Plus, Embiid's going to win MVP.
Face. This is my face.
Plus, Embiid's the quarter of the way MVP, which we'll talk on later.
I'd have a beer.
You need a beer?
All right.
I'm not going to do that. But, Denny, you know what I was going to do.
Deshaun Watson will end up somewhere good. Let's switch it on. Let's go next topic.
Okay.
So, shout out to our 21 viewers. I don't know if I want just let me do this thing, phone.
All right.
So,
there we go.
Yeah.
All right. So, the thing that you were talking about earlier about me being happy about,
Pastor
I'm
Sav.
gonna finally do this.
Welcome, brother.
We have no retreads from a coaching carousel. It's amazing. All new guys.
Not head coaches in the NFL.
Yeah,
That's true.
but like Urban kind of feels like a retread in some way, shape, or form.
Nope. Nope. Does not
Here's
count.
how I word it.
Does not count.
If Doug Peterson took 3 years off and came back, I would not have the same feeling of a retread as if Hugh Jackson had gotten a head coaching job.
Okay. All right.
At least Todd Bowles worked his way back to deserving a head coaching job.
Sure.
Some of these guys are just giving it because they were
Sure.
head coaches.
Okay.
That's more what.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. Cool.
So
we have 33% in our level 3 hype train. We have 3 minutes. I gifted a sub and paid $5. Ping's already donating. Denny's already donating. I think it's only logical if Greg gives us at least $10,000.
He doesn't have Twitch.
I do.
Do you follow
News to me.
Do you have Twitch on your phone?
Yeah.
Can you pull it up?
Yeah.
I want to see if you follow our channel.
Uh-oh. I want to get off
He's
camera
confident.
for
I
this
feel
one.
like he would. Electric.
Subscribe.
And notifications.
Yep.
You are not subscribed. It says you can subscribe.
I get notifications every time you go live.
I know. Oh, Shrek did it with the 500 bits. Boom, 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 boom. My fucking guy. Sippy comes in with the Sala, well-deserved. 100%. I love that.
Yeah, did you hear the story, by the way, about his
tried,
connection
Chipper.
to New York?
No.
There was a story that went on, and I think Pablo Torre did it for ESPN Daily. Apparently, his brother was in one of the buildings on 9/11, and he survived, by the way, but apparently that realization of what happened led him to going back into coaching because he wanted to do what he loved. And now it essentially comes full circle where he's now the head coach of the New York Jets. That's crazy.
We will buy you a beer at Stinky's, Denny. No, that's unbelievable and amazing. I mean, there were some hirings that I'll question. I think that Lions front office really loved this dude, the tight end coach for the Saints and assistant head coach, I believe he was. 100 bits from Vo, my guy. Thanks, you, buddy.
Vo.
I think that some of them were weird, but I don't think any were wrong.
No, I think, and this is something also that's not talked about enough in the media. We had two African-American.
Hop in with the 300.
We had two African-American GMs hired, too, which is really cool. No one talks about that, which I think is awesome.
None of which were Louis Riddick.
No, unfortunately. But we get more of him on ESPN next year.
And if for some reason someone died and gave me an NFL franchise, it leaves open the door for me to hire him.
And here's the other thing, too. I just want to point this out. Eric Bieniemy not getting a job this coaching round does suck. But on the bright side,
I have a hot take on
But
that.
on the bright side, there's a very good chance he's going to end up with 3 rings as an OC with the Chiefs before he does get a head coaching job, which there are worse things in life. Just throwing it out.
If we hit this, I'll chug a beer after the show and put it on Instagram.
So, Greg, what if Eric Bieniemy isn't going to leave KC?
That is also a
Whoa!
good thought.
Oh, thanks,
my
Smalls.
God. Smalls comes in with the 500 bits and kicks it into gear. Everyone check out the vault tomorrow.
Yeah.
It's the best episode they have gone. Like actually,
we played the we played the vault commercial before the show started, but we'll play it again.
It's such a good episode.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice.
It's unbelievable. I actually not that I didn't enjoy their episodes, but you find yourself literally sitting there watching the vault this week. And it's just because Smalls continuously takes notes, puts them into practice, and Ben is just funny as all hell.
Yeah.
Smalls, thank you, buddy.
Yeah. Deke,
and we have 20 viewers going right now?
Yeah.
Josh, I don't
Are
hate.
we having a moment?
Josh, I don't hate your hot take, by the way. I actually really love it.
I wonder,
yes,
why,
yes. Good. So
if you're Eric fucking Bieniemy, you're looking at Andy Reid, and Andy Reid's like, kid, I only got 3 years left. And you're like,
do you think?
Yeah, if that. Andy Reid?
He doesn't have to run.
The dude,
Wow.
the dude can get free.
He doesn't have to do anything.
The dude's in an amazing spot right now. He gets a free cheeseburger wherever he wants to go.
But-
by the way, he's a god in case.
But he's also, you know what I mean, where I'm like, Andy Reid, how much more time does Andy Reid really have left? And then, you look at Bieniemy's just sitting there going, man, I already run the fucking offense. Yes, Andy Reid is the GOAT and helped design the offense, yada, yada, yada. I'm aware.
Well,
but
Josh, that's actually not a bad take, and the reason is because Andy Reid actually has had a hell of a coaching career, and also and all the personal stuff that and all the personal stuff that he went through in his life as well. I mean, that would give reason for anyone to want to call it quits at some point.
Oh,
So,
Mom, what are you doing? Appreciate the support, Supreme Leader Deke. Thank you for falling into line.
Yeah, so
he's Josh McDaniels 2.0. Marsha with the 500 bits. Mom, you son of a gun.
Okay, Josh McDaniels 2.0 in the sense that he's just next in line. Okay, I thought Sippy, I legit thought you were going to say he's like McDaniels in the sense that he's going to go to Denver and then just absolutely fall on his face or something.
No, I think it's he's next in line, and if he and Mahomes are on the same fucking page, and you're looking at that quarterback and you're going, I might win 3 rings with Andy. We might
Ricketts
take a few
with the
years,
100.
few years back when we have to worry about these contracts. But guess what? Once you draft some new young fucking talent, you still have goddamn Patrick fucking Mahomes slinging the ball.
Here's the only flaw in that logic, Josh.
Okay.
He has not been offered a head coaching job to turn down.
Honestly,
I thought he interviewed.
He interviewed a lot of places, and he was a terrible interview.
This is what drives me crazy is I honestly thought the Chargers job was perfect for him.
He has interviewed with
really
every team, and leaks came out that it was bad. Now he's preparing for a Super Bowl. So,
and that's another thing too. I wonder how much of it is based on the fact that, most franchises want to hire their guy right away.
Yep.
So like the idea of having to wait until after the Super Bowl probably affects
so that
them.
is a little bit flawed because Shanahan
Yes.
and Brian Flores.
Yes,
in recent memory.
Oh no, that's very true. But then there's also the point of like the Senior Bowl's going on right now, so I'm sure that most teams would have wanted their guys right there just to get started on that.
So that's
all that.
Thank you,
Maddie. That is what I'm going to say to that, and then I want to get to the chat. Their guys.
Yeah.
Eric Bieniemy is none of these teams' guys.
That's true.
That's the issue here.
That's the question.
Small says, how many years will it take for Urban Meyer to fake another heart attack and retire from the Jags?
Man.
I would say the amount of years he spent kicking Penn State's ass, Smalls.
Oh.
Natty comes with the 500 bits, Natty. I love you, brother. Thank you very much. Drink to all these.
Smalls, that description right there makes me so nervous about Urban Meyer as a coach.
I thought
he
really might be able to die straight on the field.
Now, I think, in all seriousness, I think the stress level is probably less in the NFL for him.
Less travel, too.
Less travel.
In terms of recruiting.
Less travel in terms of recruiting. If he goes 9-7, that's considered a success. So it's not like it's going to be that big of a deal. I'd have a beer. Nervous about that.
Cool. Do you care what kind? No.
I get really nervous, but honestly, the moment that I see Urban Meyer just ready, that he looks like he's going to pass out in Florida Heat or something, I immediately get nervous.
Yeah. I just hadn't seen it before. It's really cool.
No.
Yeah, this is live event. Yeah? That's what we drank at the live events.
No.
Gold?
No?
No.
I thought we drank
Maybe
gold.
it was.
I think that's what we drank.
Oh, I thought it was Penn Pilsner we drank.
Yeah, I thought
it was Pilsner? Okay.
It might have been. It was definitely Penn.
Yeah.
To get back to it, Josh with the 200 bits. Thank you, brother. Is that the 500 coming in above you from who? Just in case I don't want to miss it.
Yep, it's, hang on. Natty.
Okay.
Yeah.
No,
and
God damn it, Natty. I love you. Molson's no. Hobbs says
should've.
less of the scandals he has to try to come up in the ranking. 500. I'm super excited, which I put start using your clips as one of our clips, Austin. I put out the Sri Lanka one, which is amazing.
Excited for your ranking tonight, by the way.
Yeah, and it's honestly, Hop's not wrong. It's less scandals he has to cover up because these are athletes. You relieved a level. Oh, guys. Level 3 hype train.
Let's go.
21 viewers tonight. We love you guys. No, I'm not mad at any of this coaching. I think that some of the decisions that are going to come based off it, what do we do with Matt Ryan and Julio Jones in Atlanta?
Man, I was thinking about this earlier. Screw the coaching carousel. The quarterback carousel this summer is going to be insane.
I think Matt Ryan could be moved, but I believe Matt Ryan's moved next year. I think they draft Zach Wilson, keep Matt Ryan for a year, try something with Julio and everybody, and then they basically put Zach Wilson in with our guy Calvin Ridley, and they run train.
Would you rather have Matt Stafford or Matt Ryan?
As a generic or as a Steeler?
As a generic.
I would rather have Matt Stafford.
As a Steeler?
As generic.
No, but now I'm asking, as a Steeler?
I would rather have Matt Stafford 100% as a Steeler.
Yep.
Okay, so both is Stafford.
Yeah, and the first one brought a little bit of... The Steeler one, easy, Matt Stafford.
Yeah.
Matt Ryan, for me, is a very good quarterback. I just don't think I think he is a better Kirk Cousins, where he's great. Like, when he's on, but I worry that he's not like the guy that's going to get it there. Stafford, yes, he has not had the success Matt Ryan has had, and I understand that. But Stafford is the guy.
Stafford never had anything close to what Ryan had.
Yeah, and you look at it, there's two types of quarterbacks. There's, the guy that will lose you a game or win you a game trying not to lose the game, and the guy that'll lose you a game trying to win a game.
That should just be on a fucking shirt at this point, so we could just stop saying it. One of us can just point to a shirt.
I just realized something when
we need like a time card, like a
yeah.
I
just
the clapboard. Get the clapboard.
I just realized I said something too. Matt Ryan never had anything what Matt Stafford had. Matt Stafford never had anything what Matt Ryan had. I'm an idiot. Matt Stafford had Calvin Johnson for a couple seasons too.
But
I'm stupid.
But
never had a defense.
Yeah, he never had parts other than that. Atlanta drafts Fields to have him learn how to throw a deep ball for Matt Ryan. I'm obsessed with Justin Fields, and the reason I say that they take Wilson is I would take Fields over Wilson heartbeat any day of the week.
Yeah, I think Fields has the better potential to be a superstar, but goddamn, Zach Wilson just had a hell of a
Mac
senior
Jones
year.
had arguably the best Senior Bowl practice that anyone's ever had. Lewis Riddick tweeted out.
Yeah, and here's the thing that always gets at me is when you look at Mac Jones, how much of it is based, and I think that's going to be the knock on him for the entire run when it comes to him getting drafted. Well, no, body's not it. It's that the fact that he had
body.
It's the fact that he played with one of the greatest freaks of a running back we've ever seen, a Heisman Trophy winner at receiver,
Agreed, Dad.
another top 10 talent at receiver, probably one of the best offensive lines we've ever seen.
Can I
in
give you
college football history.
one other situation that's kind of similar to this?
Go ahead.
There is one man that I believed should have been a good long-time career backup that was ruined by two things. One, the team that drafted him, and two, that exact narrative. That is A.J. McCarron.
Yeah, that's fair.
I thought A.J. McCarron, I never thought he was going to be a stud. I don't think Cleveland should have gone hard for him or anything like that. Stafford never had a line, Chipster says. Natty's highlighted says, does Matt Stafford really play in cold weather since their building has enclosure? Yes,
Right,
because he still has to play in Minnesota, and he still has to play the Packers, and he still has to play the Bears.
Chicago,
So, yeah, it just, for me, the Mac Jones versus...
division?
I just named all three.
Yeah,
And then the
Minnesota,
last.
Green Bay, Chicago, Detroit.
Minnesota, Green Bay, Chicago, and then his team.
Yeah, sorry. Again,
You're good.
I'm
It's all right.
tired.
You're like, there's a fourth.
I'm like, there's 4 teams.
That's why we're here, Josh. We're good.
I swear to God.
But no, I mean, in all seriousness, I think that this was a pretty good coaching carousel. I think that I'm glad that it's new at least and exciting.
I'm surprised it finished before the Super Bowl. Which
Give
is
me, before we get off of it, give me who will be the immediate success year one.
Year one, I will say Salah, just because he will easily get the Jets over 2 wins.
I think it depends on what your definition. You're a dum-dum. I love Matt Patricia. I think it depends.
The story about Patricia's is crazy.
Here's my reasoning behind it. It depends a lot on the offseason. I think that the easiest success situation is given to Urban Meyers, and it depends on how you define success, because a success for Urban Meyers is to walk out of the draft with Trevor Lawrence. I'm not kidding. That success is to just write the correct name and to hand in the piece of paper, and he wins that question.
They also have the most cap space in the NFL, too, so they can do whatever they want.
Yep, the rest is cake. But also, for me, I think it's the, and I can't think of his name right now, the Lions.
Dan Campbell.
Thank you, Dan Campbell. And it's not because of the kneecap talk. It's because they recently brought in one John Dorsey.
Oh, I loved that hire so much when I saw that. So much.
So you're looking at a guy who comes from a strong system in the New Orleans, gets on a team that was building a culture. And I know everyone hates Matt Patricia, and he's kind of a big dum-dum, a big football guy right here. Yes, you are, Natty. 4,000 chips, I'm going to do random stuff. Do it, Natty. You could also save them up for another show and not do that, but do it. But I like it for the Lions because it depends what they do with Matt Stafford. It depends if they re-sign Kenny Golladay. They have DeAndre Swift now, who they plan on using in the slot. Fun fact, he was a slot receiver in high school and ran some of the so it's amazing. But I think because of John Dorsey, because of the team that they have, because of some of the names that they have, he easily could find some success in that division based off what the Packers and Bears decisions are. So that position, I think, is the easiest lined up, but I think Urban Meyers just has to draft.
Why did neither of you say Brandon Staley?
Because you had to Google his name too.
Yeah.
No, I actually
No,
knew
my
it.
reasoning is because that, I believe, I love Justin Herbert. I do. There's a lot of decisions.
They got
that are
a
gonna
lot
come.
of offense.
They do, but Keenan Allen is going to be a decision. They have injuries galore on that defense. Derwin James is always injured. It bothers me. And really, I mean, they're never going to win that division. So you're looking at trying to sneak into the playoffs against the Raiders, who were very good this year, against the Broncos, who seem to kind of be figuring it out past injuries.
And the fucking Chiefs.
Yeah.
Well, I said they'd win the. That's the team I meant when I said the Chargers weren't going to win the division. Yeah. The fucking Chiefs.
Two reasons I didn't say Brandon Staley. Number one, I'm kind of pissy about Anthony Lynn getting thrown under their bus, especially because they didn't have Derwin James and they had a lot of guys.
Management was
His
so
clock
bad.
management's bad. I get it, but like, there's a lot of coaches you could say that about. And number two, I think that was the job for Eric Bieniemy, and I just think he would have done a much better job. So the fact that they decided to go with the with the coaching tree, I get it. Like, the Sean McVay coaching tree is probably like the new hot thing now. I mean, it's also a branch of the Bill Parcells coaching tree. Let's be real about that. So,
which is a good coaching tree, though.
Which is a branch of, like, it's Parcells, then Belichick, then McVay.
Yeah, Belichick's coaching tree. Belichick's coaching tree is fucking horrible. I mean, except I think Brian Flores is going to do fine.
Well, they come back. Let's scroll up and read some of these comments before we go to commercial break, Josh. Keep going. We can start right here. With Natty's, I have 4,000 below. Read that. Sippy, the guy can make you eat a brick wall.
Yeah, I know that you guys are saying it's not because of the kneecaps comment, but the kneecaps comment didn't hurt.
It was great, yeah.
That was so polarizing, too.
Was awesome.
Like, man, come on, I loved it. There were so many people that were making fun of it. I thought it was great.
Yeah, see, Austin, I'm with you. Year one success could easily be there. Chargers' new coach has a pretty good shot. Hop writes, Chargers played really well this year and could have won some. Yeah, I love Justin Herbert. I think that Keenan Allen is the most underappreciated wide receiver in the NFL.
Oh, no, I think in terms of, like, the actual job, the Chargers was the best. I just think I'm looking at the candidate, and I'm not sold on him.
Ranking, I don't despise it, and actually one of these guys I follow on YouTube thinks Jalen Waddle is the best receiver in this class. It just.
Well, no, actually, I'm sorry, Jamar Chase.
I had Jamar Chase. You're fine. I had Jamar Chase in my mock going to the Lions. We'll see what happens. It depends what they do with Kenny Golladay. I don't hate it. But Trey Lance there, maybe. I mean, I don't even know who the Lions quarterback is going to be starting the year, but they could definitely be playing Deshaun. And Coach Campbell sounds like a guy from 1940s. I doubt it would work with today's athletes. True.
It's something we're gonna see. I mean, because Matt Patricia wasn't like that, but he also wasn't not like that.
I liked Matt Patricia.
Yeah, Matt Patricia, like, if you read the Bleacher Report article about him, like, they talked about how he wasn't a personable type of guy at all. Like, there was no, and that's the thing. Dan Campbell, even though he said that in his press conference, like, that's still a dude that I would feel like I'd have a fun time with.
Yep, 100%.
Yeah.
Guys, we're going to take a quick commercial break, and we'll be back for the second half of the show right after these messages.
If you had one jersey to pick from across all of sports, what do you think it would be?
Reebok era maroon Atlanta Thrashers alternative jerseys. I mean, can we talk about A+ potential? They look like soccer jerseys, but they're hockey jerseys.
I think we're gonna have to pass. So what's your favorite college football jersey out there?
Oh, it's Coastal Carolina, Chanticleers, right?
Dude, are you serious? Dude, that's my team.
The jersey sucks. Oh no, dude, that jersey's trash. I don't even like college football. It's so stupid.
What the hell is this? So as far as NFL jerseys or just football jerseys in general, I guess what's your peak jersey? What does it look like? Which one is your favorite?
Well, you gotta go with the Buffalo Bills home.
No, I'm gonna stop you there. I think we're gonna move on. We don't need any homers on the show, so I appreciate you calling in, man.
And I would say, Smalls, I have an incredible passion for Arena League football jerseys.
Sure. Okay. Yeah, that was a great league. I mean, do you venture outside of that at all?
The best one, I'd say I have a lot of Penguins jerseys.
Did you say jerseys?
Yeah, you've never heard of a jersey?
No, I know what it is, but you would say that's your favorite?
Yeah, because they're short sleeves, so you can move around a lot better.
You mean that ironically, of course, right? You mean that ironically, right?
All right, who do we have next? Benny Buckets.
Hey, what's up, man?
Hey, what's up?
Oh.
Ladies and gentlemen, what does it do? Thank you for sitting through that commercial of the vault for you. Natty writes in, why is it that I always confuse the Rank King and Smalls as the same people? I do reading the chat all the time, and it's because it's TFTB in their names.
Yeah.
And that's on me because I asked them to do it. So I'm kind of creating my own
I feel like
demise.
Smalls will be so incredulous to that.
I feel like Austin would be
I
offended
don't
that
think
you
I
use such a
fucking
big
know.
word.
Yeah, what incredulous means.
I think Smalls would be offended to use such big words. Let's get to our next topic.
I think Josh is just fucking offended.
I've been playing brain games a lot to try to help with stuff.
Yeah, with
so.
me and my
Yeah.
heart.
Mm-hmm. You're welcome.
Switch it. One Rutherford.
GMJR.
GMJR said, peace. I'm out. And I do want to caveat my laughter with
sadness.
If there is something very serious, well, just like if there's something serious going on that we don't know about,
Yeah.
I do feel for him, but at the same time, this is him kind of giving, oh, Dad wants you to spell.
Spell what?
What the fuck?
Incredulous. Okay.
You can do this. I don't know what it's like, but
Here,
I feel
here.
like
Incredulous.
I'll
No, shut up.
I just wanted to say it one more time.
I-N. Credge. Is it credge or cred? It's probably a D because he's probably got the accent going. So C-R-U-D. Credge. Less. L-E-S-S. Incredulous?
No.
So
you were close on some stuff. Though.
I spelled it I-N-C-R-E-D-U-L-I-O-U-S. It is I-N-C-R-E-D-U-L-O-U-S.
Yeah.
I added the I-O-U-S. You added E-S-S.
You both were close. Credit to that.
The I, Aloysius.
The I,
like I was
the
thinking
I,
of the,
yeah.
Chip can't even spell Alsace's name right. Well, that's not how you spell it either, Natty.
Yeah. Although he sometimes wants you to spell it with the
Nathaniel.
Although he does sometimes want you to add an A after the L because of the L-A.
He says it's El.
Yeah.
Elisas.
Elisas.
I don't think
man.
Natty spelled it the same way twice,
I
and
love
that's what I
Natty.
appreciate about you, Matt. Natty, it's just like fucking incredible.
Trying to just throw darts at the wall and see what sticks, basically.
Right.
But
I'm for it.
To give it the time it deserves, because we did. I like doing football first, so we get it. We just knock it through. And
We get the
'cause
heavy
we
hitters
always,
out.
We
Yeah.
always go through these quick.
Yeah.
GMJR is out, and no matter how you spin it, no matter what happened in his life, this is kind of him giving up on the Penguins, and not like in a negative way. Just it is.
So he went on Madden today.
Yeah, I saw that he was going to go on Madden. I felt like there was going to be
spilled
something.
a bit of the tea. So essentially, Rutherford was forced to clean house in the offseason. He was largely against that decision. I also was largely against that decision.
Yeah.
Particularly with Sergei Gonchar and Jacques Martin.
Chip writes in, Natty, go smoke another one.
There you go. The kids eat it nowadays, Chipper. And
We
then
inject it into our eyeballs.
Yeah, pretty much.
Ask Greg.
But
go
that
God, man.
I thought it was coming for us.
I know.
I went.
I've been hit. I mean, I've deserved to get hit multiple times, but damn.
That's how I feel.
So, what was on the Mark Madden show?
Okay.
Because that I did not know he was on.
He interviewed him. He interviewed, and that's the only reason I'm speaking
Can we
his
just
name.
fucking stick to hockey?
No.
Mark, like that would be great. Hockey and wrestling.
Oh, you want Mark to stick to just hockey?
Yes.
I thought you wanted this show to get through a hockey segment.
No, no. I'm literally saying yes, Chipper. There are gummies.
Yeah.
I'm
Gummies do
literally
exist, I can confirm.
saying if Mark Madden could just talk hockey
It would be great.
and wrestling
And soccer.
That's
Only
because he's a
he-
Liverpool fan.
Right. I mean, for me,
I don't hate it, but at the same time, Liverpool overrides which it does for all sports. To be fair, in him, like it overrides logic for him sometimes.
but that's like, for me, it's the perfect circumference. Like today when I was prepping the show, he
shut up, Natty.
tweeted out that he was going to have Rutherford on. I'm like, that's a huge interview.
English is my third language. Natty writes in. Fuck you.
What's that got to do with fucking
I speak sign
hockey?
language, Natty.
There's
I
sign
speak,
language. Jog on, bitch.
Very aggressive to
bonjour.
one of our loyal followers
I don't
there.
care.
You're just. You know any other languages?
I speak Canadian.
Klingon or some
Eh?
shit.
I know a little bit of French, but that's about it.
Bonjour.
I also speak American.
American.
What's the difference between English?
What?
What's the difference between English and American?
One of
One's
them's
British and one's fucking American.
One of them's goddamn free.
Yeah.
Keep going.
I ain't got no king.
Talk about hockey.
I do have a rank king, unfortunately.
He is okay.
Yeah, so Rutherford said that he did not like those moves that he was forced to make. Now, was he forced to make them by Mario, or was he forced to make them by the president and chief operating officer, whose name is slipping my mind, Greg? Morehouse, thank you.
Morehouse and Moorhead.
Yeah.
Well, Morehouse is also owner, technically.
I was talking about your name, Ellie Sass.
So here's part of the problem with all of that is that Morehouse has gotten his nose involved also at the end of the Ray Shiro tenure. He was the one that forced Shiro to clean house on all of his coaches as well.
Who is the coach before?
GM before.
Or the GM before?
Yep.
I mean? Okay.
Yep.
I remember the name because he got us a Ginla.
Yeah.
Shiro, right?
Yep.
Cool.
And Morrow and that
just walking,
2013
I'm walking through like the
run.
timeline in my head right
and
now.
Bosmo was the one who wouldn't put him on Sid's line.
Right.
Yeah.
But so I think it's an interesting. It's interesting that he walks away at this point. It's hard to say, is there more to the story? Because Rutherford's answering a few questions, but he's not answering all the questions.
Yeah.
We know it has nothing to do with health.
Can I be honest? When I saw the resignation, I immediately thought it had to do with the lawsuit.
Well,
What
just
is the lawsuit?
immediately.
So the Wilkes-Barre Scranton coach was accused of sexual assault.
And this was when Bill
That's where my brain would have gone.
This was when Bill Guerin was still an assistant GM, and he reported it to him.
Right.
And Bill Guerin supposedly told him to not say anything. So there was a big
Jim
issue with that.
Rutherford told Bill Guerin not to say anything.
I'm sorry. I thought you meant the coach told Bill.
No, I thought it was
Wilkes-Barre near like
It's Scranton, Pennsylvania.
State College? Don't they know what happens when you try to hush up a story? Like on a very real note.
You know what?
Not being
Derek,
a jerk.
I never even put that all together, but you're not wrong.
Like you are literally in the same 10-mile radius as one of the largest sports scandals in American history. Sports history, maybe.
Yeah.
And
No,
you're
I would put
trying
sports
to
history, yeah,
you're
for
trying to
sure.
hush up that. Oh man, that makes me fucking mad.
Yeah.
Like
So that's what I originally thought that it had to do with it, because it must have been bad enough that it caused that. But you're saying it might not be.
No, so like again, he's answering some questions.
Love the meme, by the way.
Yeah, thank you. He's answering some questions, not all the questions.
Yeah.
So it could have something to do with that, Greg. I don't know particularly. But Rutherford has also said very openly that he's going to reassess whether or not he wants to get into the game in the offseason, get back into the game in the
Oh,
offseason.
I mean, he did this with Carolina too. Technically, he technically retired from the Hurricanes and then got the job with the Penguins. So
right.
Although to be fair, he got the job from the Penguins because someone woke up to their senses and realized that getting Pierre Maguire as the GM probably wasn't the best look.
Right. So there's
Also, goalies make the best GMs.
Ron Hextall.
I don't know.
No. Oh, Hextall drained the Flyers.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Hextall built up that entire farm system to what it
dude.
is now.
Go back and check your facts.
It says it said acetate.
Did it? So there's a bunch of names
Yes.
floating around, but they're all retreads. And there's one guy.
So you don't think the interim guy will get it?
No.
Okay, I didn't know. I know that they're searching.
Yeah,
I just-
like Patrick Alvin's been around for a while with them. He was their director of scouting in Europe.
Okay.
But they never really drafted a lot of European guys, to be fair. I mean, like Kasperi Kapanen's their biggest one that I could think
Oscar
of.
Sundquist.
What do you
Yeah.
consider Gino?
Oli Mata.
No, that he was before.
Do
he,
I
he
need
was
to
after
keep going?
Before.
He
I was
was,
to say
he was after
that
Gino,
is
yeah.
definitely Europe. That is 100%
No, like
Europe.
he was the director of scouting for Europe from 2012 2017. So he drafted Gustafsson, drafted
Mata.
Sundqvist, drafted Mata.
that
yeah, that's
traffic
true.
cone.
I mean, he.
But I'm saying, like, I actually looked at the classes. They didn't draft a lot of European guys like in that time.
Hey,
I'm just
Edwin
saying.
van der Sar, GM
To
of
be
Ajax.
fair,
Thank you,
there's
Natty.
only a few
what we do
NHL
best.
teams that are known for drafting Europeans. A lot of them are signed as free agents outside of the Swedish and Russian leagues.
Okay.
Is it
so,
the
like,
Red Wings?
Red Wings are a big one.
Red Wings are a big one, yeah, that's true.
They invented it. Like,
Yeah,
quite literally, they
when
invented
we
it.
played them in the Stanley, I remember there was not a single name I should have known how to pronounce.
Right.
And that was like very impressive.
Yeah.
To me.
Right.
Yeah. So the GM candidate we want the Penguins to get is Chris McFarland. He is the guy.
I did read this. Yeah.
Who is the one that put the Colorado Avalanche together? And if you would like to know how good the Colorado Avalanche are, go read our article written by Connor Williams on our website about top 5 teams poised to take over the NHL in 2021.
www.thoughtfromthebench.com.
Bravo.
I was like, where is that going?
I actually did see his name pop up in I think it
Dogecoin.
I don't think it was Yoey. I think it was Sean Gentili wrote an article on The Athletic talking about all the guys that he would list as future ideas.
Sean Gentili is an awesome fucking hockey writer.
No, Ricketts, I tried to buy it, but I couldn't put money in
Morehouse
my
has come out
Robinhood
repeatedly
account
and
'cause
say
Robinhood
that his
closed
job
earlier
is to
today,
get
and
someone
then I
that
had
is
to shut.
going to get him another cup. If getting someone who's an assistant GM who helped build up a system right there is
then
that
we should go get Dave Talon.
That's what I was going to ask them, because essentially getting a retread would be the best way to go if you want to get another cup.
Then you got to go get Dave Talon.
Rebuilding your system that desperately needs it. Then McFarland, I feel like would be a great.
I have a confession.
Yeah.
I lied.
What?
I do have to pee.
That happens.
All right. I was like, where's this going again? You're just we are a bunch of wild cards.
It's all right, man. It happens.
Yeah, man. I like Chris McFarland. But again, that's me accepting that the Penguins window is closed. But when you have Evgeny Malkin and Chris Letang on a 2-on-0 and they don't generate a shot,
right?
Are they even superstars anymore?
And I want to bring that up too. Like, these are two guys that you would have to think that one of them is probably going to be exposed for the expansion draft in Seattle when that comes up. So that's going to be something to get off their books altogether. You want to get that taken care of because next season Marino's salary cap jumps up by $3 million, which is going to be an issue. You also there's also going to be guys that I'm assuming they're going to want to sign to extensions at some point as well. So, yeah, it's weirdly enough, GMJR, like, if you want to be like a cynist in this case, he kind of got out before all the real work kind of happened, where the rebuild was going to occur. And if the rebuild is the thing that they want to do, I have nothing wrong with Alvin being the GM moving forward. I really don't.
I do.
This is a guy that kind of worked his way up through the ranks to be able to get there.
I don't care.
Go ahead.
He's of the regime.
You want someone outside the organization completely. Yeah. So you want someone basically to gut the entire regime and build it in his image. Or, and here's the other thing too, do you want something in the boat where if you hire a GM, he is the end-all be-all, or do you want to do the essential president of hockey operations and GM model that some teams are now doing?
So Morehouse isn't going anywhere, period.
Well, no, yeah, I'm just saying, like, he'd be the CEO.
Morehouse has 4 cup appearances underneath him now, right? He was in 08.
Yeah, but he's more business, though. He's not necessarily hockey ops, though.
But he's the president.
He is the president, but I'm talking about, like, the new model now with the NHL with regard to front offices, president of hockey ops, and then a GM underneath it. President of hockey ops is like the figurehead, but GM is the one.
The longest hockey segment of ever, and I love it.
Yeah, but GM is the one that actually does make the moves.
What's up, IMC Foot? You're old. Give me the middle chair, invisible guy. Ain't saying shit. Thank you for the 2-month subscription, IMC Foot. You're awesome, man. Go check out IMC Foot's Instagram page. The dude's a fucking wonderfully fabulous photographer.
Which did you and him?
No, yeah. If you want to play Among Us on Monday, just fucking message me.
Just add him to the Discord.
Yeah. Okay.
100%. Give me the gun. Get the gat.
Oh.
Get the gat.
Get the
Dude,
gat.
so this. Yeah, good luck with that. You can't pull it back and also pop it.
I just need to open. I just need to get a beer open.
Just pick the New Jersey Devils. N64 only. Yeah, for sure. Blades of Steel 99.
Yeah, that's kind of.
Niedermeyer, Stevens, Brodor.
It's not
anybody?
Bad, just...
What? I'm all for the hockey, my guy. Thank
break.
you, Hop.
I legit thought you broke the
know
ball
you
for a
are.
second.
Man.
Also, our Bucks are okay. I think they're okay.
So
we'll get to that later.
The bench is getting better. What happened?
It's not a great bottle opener.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it's not.
Yeah, it's more fun of a toy.
It's getting pushed back into itself.
Yeah.
Shout out
Which
to
is fine. It's fine.
Shout out to Cozy Earth for the great hoodie that Deke is wearing. That is soaking up.
free
That is soaking up all the alcohol.
I would, if they give me free shit, I will.
I mean, that shit's expensive, so yeah.
I think they'll surprise a lot of people. Yeah, I'm hoping. So yeah, that's kind of where, Greg, to finish your.
I'm
Director
dressed
of
like
Hockey Ops.
with my sleeve up. Do I look like Will Smith's dad that left?
Wow.
Man.
Wow. I just saw that gift today. I just saw the gift today where Uncle Phil like hugs him.
Damn it! This outfit screams Will Smith's dad that left him. Son
Yeah.
I knew it was something.
How come he doesn't want me, Uncle Phil? And then he
No,
hugs him.
come on. That was so
Ugly
That was
cry.
so sad.
Ugly
next,
cry.
Next.
Yeah, can we move past that, please? That's so sad.
No, but I do want to ask one question.
Yeah. Can I finish the question Greg asked before this?
I have no idea what question you asked. Yeah.
If that's going to be the case, then put Talon as hockey ops and then get McFarlane as fucking GM. That way Talon can get the trade lines open for today, and McFarlane can start working towards the future.
Okay. You are putting a lot of stock in Talon because of the fact that he was essentially the one that
Mom,
built
this is
that
the
Blackhawks
sweatshirt.
dynasty.
He built the Blackhawks dynasty. He's a guy that's well respected around the league. I don't know that I want to make him my day-to-day decisions on scouting and like drafting.
I would not know.
But he's a guy that could call a team and go, "All right, come on, you got to give me something."
All
You
right,
know what I
thanks, Mom.
mean? That's where Talon, if we're still trying to win one more, I'm of the mindset that I want to blow it up, and in 3 years,
Joe Kelly signed this thing.
No, he didn't.
I don't know.
I think that's just like a.
No, it's Sharpie.
Is it?
Came off.
God damn it! Why did we take it out of the box?
It's not. He's
Shit.
been a fucking.
I
mean, wow! Oh my God!
We should have
Chip
kept
Kelly licked that box.
Why did we not
He's
keep
the-
it in the box?
He's the worst.
All right.
It doesn't stink now, Mom. No, I have a hockey question.
What?
I have a hockey question.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Bring this hockey thing. Bring up the
What?
The graphic.
Oh, well, okay. Do you have a question about right now team, or do you have a question about Rutherford?
Right now, team.
Okay, right now team. So right now, that's a live look at the UPMC Mercy emergency room with our entire defensive roster in it.
Shout out to UPMC Mercy. My mom nursed there for about 7-8 years before I was born.
I
Can I
apologize to Greg and his mother when you said your mother nursed there.
Yeah, she was like a head nurse there.
I know.
That's not what he pictured.
Oh my God.
So I guess I do have to shoot you. Oh, damn it. Didn't work.
I apologize to Mrs. Malik and to Gregory. That is not
Hang
cover
on,
the ear.
let me put it on this one so
I
people
just
can see the
assumed
shot.
that. No, I heard the.
Thank you.
I was like, that's a weird way to say you were born there.
No.
Greg works at Highmark. What a traitor. True.
Whoa.
Greg doesn't work at Highmark.
Whoa.
Greg
Whoa.
doesn't work anywhere.
Whoa. I'm a
Bo?
freelancer. I am a freelancer.
Yeah, same, Bo.
My
Fucking
question.
showed.
Hi guys, first time caller, long time fan.
Yes.
Into the hockey talkie.
Wow.
Which still is the most electric name that is not being used.
Hockey talkie.
Hockey talkie.
Hockey talkie.
That is the name of my new hockey podcast. Show him the door. Yeah.
Bo or
Yeah, Bo's
who
the
am
one.
I showing
Everyone.
the door to?
Chip.
All right.
Everyone. Is this the end of the era where I believe everyone can be traded for the Pens? Because with GMJR, and by everyone I do not mean Singino, because I don't think they ever. But like he wheeled and dealed.
He made
and it was
50 trades in 7 years.
And that's
Yeah,
not,
that's crazy.
I mean,
That's amazing.
if you
It's
think
amazing.
about a lot of sports and you think about, even hockey teams, some teams, yes, he did leave Toronto to come here, but some teams would never trade Phil Kessel until something came down to it. And what I mean by that is like the talent level. Like, yes, and he got rid of him at the right time, but there are smaller pieces that he moved that other GMs I do not believe would
So
move.
he built those cup teams. He made 5 key trades.
100%. Yeah.
He brought in Daly. He got Hornquist. He got
Shut up, Dad.
Hagelin. He got
He said my mom nursed there, and I thought of nursing, not nursing, Dad. Shut up.
Oh, God.
Damn it, Chipper.
I just don't know.
I was like, my mom was in labor, his mom was nursing. I don't know. Anyways, Josh, go ahead. Shut up, Chip.
Rutherford made 5 key trades that built those back-to-back cup teams. And if you're asking, are we at the point now where we just let our superstars ride it out and get paid for what they did? I would say that if that's the decision that they want to make, then they need to get McFarlane in as GM.
Okay.
And if they want to do that, then awesome. But I believe,
I don't think it's what will happen, but
I genuinely believe that if you were to clean house, tell Evgeny Malkin to go play in Russia when his contract's over, and you rebuild with Sid still as your first line center, you could win another cup before Sidney Crosby retires.
You do not believe that an NHL team would pick up Gino?
I do. I don't think the organization wants Gino to ever wear another NHL sweater.
But can they do? What do you mean by? I guess what I'm asking is, what do you mean by they tell him to go play in Russia?
They're like, hey man, we're not gonna sign you, but like you need to go play in Russia because we don't like. Basically, what they'll turn to him and say is like, if you want to be a Penguin for life, you can't sign another NHL contract. Go play in Russia.
Yeah,
but
there's also the thought
what's
too.
the difference? I'm
sorry.
Yeah, no, keep going.
There's also a thought too. I mean, like he lives in Florida currently. Like him, his wife, and his family currently do. I mean,
If he puts on a Florida Panthers jersey, he will not have his number raised in the rafters.
you think they're that? You think they're
that's what you mean by retire a Penguin.
He's getting the Yager treatment, is what you're saying.
Right.
Okay.
Fuck the Penguins for that. Like not fuck the Pens, but like
There are
if
two,
I'm
there
Gino,
are two numbers in the
fuck
rafters.
Penguins.
There are two numbers in the rafters
You think
right
Gino
now.
could be?
Gino, if he only ever puts on a Penguins jersey, his number will be in the rafters. He's about to pass Yager for third all time in the franchise's scoring history. But the Yager situation, which they created, not of any fault of the current regime or ownership, but because of the way that soured, and then when Yager decided to return to the NHL, it was between us and the Flyers, and if there was one fucking team he couldn't goddamn go to, it was the Flyers, but he went there instead.
Yeah. What's crazy is if he did not sign that deal with the Flyers, he probably would have been retired.
Is the main task right now to solidify number one goalie spot for the Pens? Because
No.
I'm under the understanding that
I
it's
mean,
Jari.
Jari will be fine.
Is it okay?
And again, this goes back to what we want versus what the team is currently doing. The team believes the window is still open. They will make trades at the deadline to try to add pieces to get better. They have to first survive the injury bug inside of their defense core, but they believe right now they have a team that can compete to try to win a Stanley Cup if they add pieces. The goaltending tandem that is currently in place is great right now for a coach whose job is on the line the entire year. He can make reactionary decisions in net. He can play the guy that has the pedigree to be a number one goalie, but then when that guy goes quiet or
There's
cold,
Casey DeSmith.
he plays the fucking wild card, and sometimes the wild card's going to be great.
Emergency goalie?
That's what I'm saying.
You're right. Hey! Coming through. Gotta love it. Gotta love it.
But the wild card can be great. He could come in and steal games in the regular season.
I'm so excited.
What?
WandaVision tomorrow.
Oh,
I
a
just
new
I don't
episode?
like so
Fridays are the new
we started.
thing
I
now.
said Jari or Casey DeSmith, and we started talking. And I don't know why I got on the brain set of like what day it is, but tomorrow's Friday, and that means
Yeah.
WandaVision comes out.
So
excited.
the
I don't.
Fleury
It just hit me. I'm so sorry. I'm so
Hop, the Fleury Murray scenario has happened maybe a handful of times in NHL history.
in sports history.
Even
You're looking
yeah.
at Brett Favre, Aaron Rodgers.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Like
Absolutely. And so what I'm telling you right now is that Jari is your ipso facto number one. He has the pedigree, he has the skill set, and I believe that Buckley is a good enough coach who's under the Mike Bales coaching tree to get him to be a stud, not even a stud, but a comparable good number one goalie. I think he has the ceiling to be a stud goalie in the 2020 era of the NHL. Casey DeSmith's a great backup who could come in and steal you a fucking game. He's a modern-day Ken Reggett in that sense, where, like, you just don't know. Like, you might get a shutout. You might get, like, 6 goals. It's hard to say.
Bruner won Best in Show for their fucking an ad competition.
Let's
you were a part
go.
Oh, that's nice.
That's cool.
Nice. Congratulations.
Good job, everybody. My friend just texted me that.
Jari's the next Jordan Love. No, Jari's the next Ken Reggett. Jari will be the backup goalie in Pittsburgh longer than Jari is the starter. Or DeSmith will be the backup in Pittsburgh long before Jari is the starter. Does that make sense? Did I come across?
Yeah,
Whatever.
that,
All right, we're done talking hockey.
I'm not laughing at you.
I'm done.
I finally got the
What?
Seth Rogen thing
What's Seth Rogen thing?
that I texted you guys about.
Oh, the
It-
mom.
It finally, yeah. So shout out, Mark. We will get that.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's cool. All right.
I didn't look at
I'm
any of it. I
excited
just
for
saw
that.
the
I'm
mail.
excited for that.
That's awesome.
So we'll talk
right.
about. All right, let's dive in, Hop. I know you loved the conversation there, but let's get into some basketball, man. Yeah, the Lakers came out last night, sitting Ducks.
Hop watch,
We're
man.
down about like 13 there, and then ties Philadelphia 76ers. Man, they
Yeah.
needed a game-winning shot by Tobias Harris. But what I do want to cover right now with you.
What? And also, real quick, we're at the
Do it.
quarter mark of the NBA
We
season
are.
2, which is pretty crazy.
Here's my big question.
Gotta love 72-game season. Go ahead.
I do
Has
love it.
there been a more impressive comeback from an injury than Kevin Durant?
I mean, if you are to believe Max Kellerman, with no one ever comes back from a torn Achilles and comes back 100%.
I will believe Max Kellerman the day Tom Brady falls off a cliff. That dumb ass. I love Max Kellerman on Sports Nation. Boxing Max Kellerman I love. The Max Kellerman that sits across from Stephen A. Smith, my man, just like text me and I got takes. like, come on.
All right,
dude.
so here's my thing. If we're limiting it to basketball, I cannot think of one that's more impressive. If we're limiting it to all of sports, Alex Smith.
So, here's two things.
Alex Smith didn't complete the comeback.
Alex Smith almost died, though.
I know.
The
but-
severity of the injury and the level to which you play are
He didn't have
very
an
different with
ACL.
Alex Smith. The severity of the injury is far surpassed Kevin Durant.
All right.
The ability Kevin Durant is playing at currently is
Okay.
far surpassing Alex Smith.
Okay.
But I see what you're saying.
That's fair.
You know what? Who I am thinking of though?
What?
Adrian Peterson.
Ah, that's a good one.
What is it? 9 months back off ACL?
Yeah.
And I don't hate the Alex Smith
that's
one.
That's right there.
But the fact that Adrian Peterson will go down as the greatest running back I've ever seen play football, and there's no competition. Like, there just isn't.
I'm trying to remember on the Union Fitness podcast, Jared said, what's another common injury that has to do with like the knee?
MCL, ACL,
Meniscus.
torn Achilles.
Yeah. So he
Well,
said
Achilles
that
is, Achilles is like foot, yeah.
he
just
said
naming
that
shit.
you
You're
rather
right.
tear your ACL completely at this point because the surgery is so good that they can
Oh,
put it
yeah.
back together.
Partial's almost worse because then you don't know between the two.
Right.
Yeah, like
But
well, here's the thing too. Gale Sayers, when he tore up his knee, everyone thought he was, he was done. That was his career. It was
I've
over.
seen the movie. I love the
Yeah,
movie.
and that was
Brian's song.
Yeah, so when Gale Sayers tore.
Hang on.
Denny, thank you, Denny.
Thank you. Okay.
Wait, Denny, where did we cut off at?
Yeah, I want to make sure that
Because
we.
I want to.
punch back on
We were
that.
talking about the ACL thing.
But do you know?
At
I
what
don't
point?
I wanted to go back to what you said if they didn't.
Okay,
hear it.
so the ACL, it's better to
All right,
Thanks, Jordan.
Thanks.
Jared, who is fine. Is Denny punking us?
No, it was out. It was out.
No, it wasn't. Because
just
when
said
he said it was out, I looked at the thing and
you're
it was
right.
bouncing.
I was looking at it.
Okay.
You idiot,
You're a fucking
Denny.
show, Denny.
You idiot.
You know what?
We're
We're not buying that
not
fucking beer
buying
anymore.
you a beer.
Whoa,
Now, what
whoa,
is this?
no, liquor.
What is this?
You're made of
man?
spare parts, aren't you,
I
bud?
love you.
Aren't you, bud?
You're a beautiful
God,
man.
I wish you weren't so
get
fucking
out.
awkward,
Super
bud.
Get
sexy.
out of here.
You're one of my best friends.
Skid.
I love you.
Wow.
You never left. Thanks, Dad. Anyways, so I don't even know. So you were talking.
I was gonna say. So with regards to the ACL, like I can understand that logic because when Gale Sayers tore his ACL, that was the end of his career.
But Adrian Peterson tore his ACL, right?
Yes, but what I'm saying is like
he
when
yeah.
Gale Sayers tore his ACL,
Oh, I'm sorry. I got you. Back then.
the ability to be able to recover and go through surgery and all that never existed. So when something like that happened, your career was over.
Here's what I will add. The Adrian Peterson injury isn't just that he came back from a torn ACL. It's that he came back 3 months early.
Which is amazing.
Yeah, I don't know. I think that ACL in football is similar to Tommy Johns in baseball for pitchers. Can I say that out loud?
No.
I still think there's
no.
something about the Tommy Johns that they're still like, he's never right again.
Here, wait,
A
wait.
lot of them get it again.
Wait
I
a
think.
second.
Yeah.
Wait
You know
a
what I
second.
mean?
Here's my thing. So with Tommy John, the problem is that you are definitely done for a year. There's like no way
You got
to.
to switch your name to Tommy.
Yeah. So like with Tommy John,
hate when that
you
happens.
miss an
It's the
entire
worst.
with
It's so
with Tommy John,
Change
you
your
miss an
Instagram.
entire season when it happens. Like the recovery period to be able to do that is a mess, and you can only do one. Like if you go through two, it's very rare to see guys actually like come back.
Who
to
do
the
you know
level
that's
that-
come back after 2 torn ACLs?
2 torn ACLs?
Yeah.
That's
I guess what I'm getting at is that if you tear your ACL in an NFL season, your entire season is done, which you just said
Yes.
Tommy Johns is. If you go through 2 on the same ACL, I can't name anybody that's ever come back from that. as Tommy John's is.
No, like I know a wrestler who's torn her ACL twice and actually 3 times, and she's still
Oh,
wrestling.
is this where we're going?
I'm just saying.
Is this where we're going?
Is it Sasha Banks? Because I want to meet her to apologize.
No, Tegan Knox. I'm just.
I
throwing it
love
out there,
Sasha
but-
Banks, and I didn't recognize she was in The Mandalorian. I'm so sorry, Sasha Banks.
She's torn her ACL 3 times, and she's still wrestling. I'm just saying.
Yeah, for like lesser, whatever.
Lesser what?
Lesser promotion.
Women are athletes.
Lesser promotion.
Josh.
She wrestles for NXT.
Wrestling is a sport. I just want you to tag onto one of those two. Women are athletes, and wrestling is a sport, sir. You misogynistic, anti-wrestling piece of crap.
Yeah. Yep. Nailed it. I don't know what to say to that. You absolutely nailed it. You fucking killed it, dude. Wow.
Woo!
Man.
Next topic.
That was awesome.
Who have torn their ACL
twice.
Wow.
Oh,
Sarah
Thomas Davis.
comes.
I forgot about
Guys,
him.
ladies and gentlemen, it is time.
Oh, man.
This is the song that we have been waiting for.
I knew she was waiting.
Now,
for
here's
this.
what I'm going to say. Greg's lead singer.
Oh, for sure.
Because it's from Sarah.
That's for sure.
Josh and I will do back.
Who actually is the lead singer on this one?
Justin motherfucking Timberlake.
You got the wrong band,
yeah,
dude.
No.
Relax,
We're good. I was gonna be like, wait a second.
Relax. 98 degrees hot in here. Everyone relax.
Ladies and gentlemen, Backstreet Boys. I want it that way.
Greg is the lead singer.
Yeah.
There it is. Nailed it.
You are my fire, the one desire where we. When I say I want it that way, where we are two worlds
my God, get it, Greg.
apart. That leads to your heart. When you say I want it that way, tell me why ain't nothing but a heartache. Tell me why ain't nothing but a mistake. Tell me why
I never want to hear you say
I want it that way.
It is a cappella, and we wish we could play audio for this. And what we should do, and keep going. What we should do, Josh, is rack up all the karaoke times and then do it to music on TikTok after. But nobody heard me say that live on air. Sorry.
That way. Tell me why
ain't nothing but a heartache.
Tell me why
ain't nothing but a mistake.
Tell me why
I never fucking want to do the show again. Sarah, what are you doing?
Now that
You're welcome.
That was good.
Yeah, no, nobody heard that idea. Best one yet. Thank you, Chip. You've outdone yourselves with this one, gentlemen. That, I will say.
Banger.
Denny says I'm singing this in my car. I will say, we're fucking awesome. Next topic, ladies and gentlemen. We can stick back on NBA, actually. Do we have... Are we okay? Yeah.
Yeah, we got time.
Because the other thing that I want to talk about is you brought up to ping the MVP race.
Yes.
Giannis is not in it.
Nope.
Hear me out. Hear me out. I am in the running because I saw you perk up on this. I am in the running for an NFL franchise if someone dies the same way Giannis is in the MVP campaign.
Yeah.
I am on the list.
Yeah, you exist.
If enough people die, Derek owns an NFL team.
The really sad part is that when Giannis gets into foul trouble, that's when they blow the lead. So, like, technically, he's still the
That sounded
MVP
like
in that sense.
That sounded like the British monarchy right there. You're like the fifth born person.
But what I'm
or
saying is,
something.
if enough people died, I would own the Pittsburgh Steelers, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean,
enough
the
people
Rooney's
tore
are
their-
family organizations, but that does make sense.
If enough
yeah.
people tore their ACLs, Giannis could still win MVP.
That's true.
That is
Absolutely.
how I will word that one.
Yeah.
So here's my thing too. the team that no one is talking about that's on a hot winning streak right now, they've won 10 in a row, the Utah
the Knicks.
Jazz.
Yeah.
The Utah Jazz.
Top of the West, baby.
Yeah, so I'm just going to put that out there. Like, Donovan Mitchell kind of
You can do it, Abby.
Donovan Mitchell kind of does deserve a little bit of love, I feel like.
Why do you think Shaq hated him so much?
I don't know.
Did you see that? Just to make sure. Okay.
When I saw the interaction, I thought that was so awkward, but credit to Donovan Mitchell for just not giving a fuck.
Here's the one thing that I will say about Shaquille O'Neal. He tweeted out, I got G, it's like 14 clearance or something, which is a high-level clearance. Shaq does have, and he's on a short list, Shaq has the ability to speak on anyone that is currently playing the game.
Oh, yeah, he's built up enough equity now that he could honestly do it if he wants to.
If that was between him and Charles, it is just for ratings. If that's between him and Kenny, I believe that Kenny's overstepping. If that's you know what I mean? Like, Shaq, I do believe, is a little too blunt, but if he does not, like, here's the understanding for me that Shaquille O'Neal understands that. He played with Kobe. That's, like, Shaq.
What, so he gets a pass for that?
He does not get a pass.
Against MJ.
He does not get a pass. He understands what it takes to lead a team to a title.
Ah, okay.
He does not get a pass, but he played against MJ. He on Orlando, that was the most electric. I think him and Penny Hardaway should have been the most electric duo.
Oh, yeah, he's been on record saying that, like, they should have stayed together.
But him and Kobe, I think him and Kobe are far and few between the best duo we've ever seen. I will put that up against Bird and McHale. I'll put that up against Scotty.
Pippen?
Yeah, for sure. I'll put it up against Magic Johnson and Kareem, who I believe is the second.
They were amazing.
But
yeah.
and you got to think, like, I guess the way I'm positioning it is a 2-on-2 tournament versus what they did together. So
True.
Jordan, Scotty, like,
gonna kill you in a tournament.
Oh my God. Well, no, I'm saying Jordan, Scotty, and what they did in the career, wonderful, amazing. If we had an NBA tournament in their primes right now, Shaquille O'Neal and Kobe Bryant would literally not be touched.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, is what I'm saying. Yeah, sorry.
Okay.
Yeah. And granted, like, you're like, well, Kevin McHale and Larry Bird played in a different NBA. They did.
Yeah.
If we had a 2v2 tournament right now, I do not believe anyone in NBA history, outside of maybe one duo, would ever touch
Stockton and Malone.
Kobe and Shaq.
Oscar Robertson and Kareem?
No.
What's up, Bucks?
This is going to be a bold take. So stick with me.
Go ahead.
Steph Curry and Kevin Durant.
I don't hate that.
It's annoying.
It is a little
sucks.
bit. It's a little bit annoying.
But they didn't get enough time together.
It's and it's a cheating duo.
Oh,
like,
for
sure. But think about it.
Oh,
so
it is a cheat code.
Shaq can't pull up and hit a three.
Honestly, what I would do if I was Steph and KD, let Shaq sit alone, cover Kobe, 2v2, and then just pull up on threes.
Yep.
Math-wise, you will eventually win.
Yeah.
Because Shaq ain't covering the perimeter.
Gotta love when you
and
bring.
the speed going back the other way.
I love when you bring math into it.
2v2 would be half court.
Okay.
So,
So
you are correct.
Okay.
If it's going the other
way,
give me Russell Westbrook and anyone else.
Yeah, okay.
Anyone else.
That's
Russell
fair.
Westbrook and Steven Adams, and it'll be fine.
Yeah.
I'm gonna bring up like a couple of just interesting stories
Do
that
it.
so far happen right now. Jaylen Brown is turning into like a superstar.
You
before our
hated
eyes.
him.
I did
You-
when he
he
was drafted.
hated
I
Jaylen
hated
Brown.
Jaylen Brown when he was drafting.
And you didn't
The-
say he was a piece of shit. You
no,
just said
but
he
like,
wasn't.
damn, that draft is just so weird in
Ceci
hindsight.
scored.
It's so freaking weird in hindsight when it happened. But Jaylen Brown has turned into
Let's
a
go.
Great
superstar.
player.
Oh, he's
I
great.
love the ball. I mean,
He's great.
now I will bring up, how do you think this Bradley Beal situation will end up?
I was gonna say. I saw the highlights of his after the game at his press conference when he was asked if he's frustrated, and his response was, "Is the sky blue?"
Yep.
Great.
Oh,
I mean, why wouldn't you
my
be? He's putting up
God.
40 points for a team that doesn't want it. Like, literally.
47.
Bradley Beal needs to go to the Lakers. Natty, if we could find a way to get Bradley Beal, brother.
Here's my thing. If I'm the Wizards, first off, he's signed to a big money contract,
Yes, he
as he deserves to be. Because
Yes,
I
he
mean,
does.
fuck, he's I believe he's leading the league right now in scoring. He has to be.
He is.
He has to be.
He is.
So if any team is willing to do that, like there's a.
It was
very-
on the trivia, I think, yesterday,
Yeah,
Josh.
yeah.
But
So
Okay.
I'm just like thinking about this off the top of my head. You have to be able to offer a huge package in return for him. You have to.
He's currently losing.
now, do points.
do
You're
points.
in
Oh, I'm
ESPN.
sorry.
You're good.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bradley
Yeah.
Beal, Kevin Durant, Dame Lillard, Kyrie Irving, Joel Embiid, Steph Curry.
Aw.
Which, shout out to Joel Embiid.
See,
The
just
only
doing it.
non-shooter in there, man.
I
He's
know.
just doing it.
Giannis is 10th, but everyone else in there is a shooter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Zach LaVine top 10 though. That's impressive for him.
Can I pitch another back to the 2-on-2 tournament?
This is one of my favorite topics of all time. So
What about the current duo in LA?
So they could not.
Who, PG and Kawhi?
So
you never get the piss taken out of you, and
Wait.
he just sucked it dry. That was fucking awesome.
it would mean a lot more if he knew what bits were.
That's fair.
That's
Well,
all.
That's
true.
fair.
That's
PG,
true.
hey, PG's an MVP candidate technically too. Just throwing that out there.
Yeah, till the playoffs hit.
Yeah, we'll see how that goes.
With LeBron and Anthony Davis.
Yeah.
Who's on who?
Yeah.
Anthony Davis on Shaq.
Right.
Kobe, LeBron.
And Kobe's gonna
And
kill
PG's
LeBron.
well, PG's already talked about too about how he was decimated by Kobe. So
Kobe Bryant is the greatest offensive mind and player in the only benefit.
Other than.
So there's two. Kevin Durant because he's a 7-foot shooting guard.
Uh-huh.
And Michael Jordan because Kobe stole his moves. And
That's
I love that.
That's
I stand by that.
not who I was thinking of.
Who were you thinking of?
In all of sports is Alexander Ovechkin.
Not all of
Oh
sports,
my
you
God.
jag-off.
Go
But
ahead.
what I'm
You
getting
just had
at
to bring up
with the
hockey in
current
this one.
LA duo,
Yeah.
Anthony Davis, as much as I adore,
Mhm.
on record for 3
You
years.
said
Many-
that if you were
even
starting a
before-
franchise tomorrow.
before you even were brought on as a producer, the very first show we ever did was Anthony Davis would be the one he would start a franchise with. He has got
Every day of the week.
I will put that on your tombstone if need be.
Every day of the week. I just think that that's the most important thing is height, but he also shoots the three very well. The problem here is that Shaq would just back him down and go crazy, and neither him or LeBron are three-point specialists that can beat the numbers.
Right.
I believe fully with my being that nobody one-on-one can stop Kobe Bryant.
Okay.
I think LeBron James is one of the greatest defenders we've ever seen.
Okay.
I think that Michael Jordan is the greatest competitor we've ever seen, so he would put up a fight. And I do believe that there are certain guys that would give Kobe what is called a tough time. A tough time for Kobe is 29 points. You know what I mean? So the duo in LA now is one of the greatest. They deserve to be in the tournament. They made the tournament.
Yeah.
Like, I actually might write a blog about the 16. They made the fucking tournament. The
Are
problem
Stockton
is,
and Malone in the tournament?
Yes. Oh, they're in the
Okay.
tournament.
And-
John Stockton alone is in the tournament.
What about Barkley? Does Barkley have a guy that he joins
No,
the tournament
Barkley
with?
never
No.
tagged him with anyone.
That's the
Okay.
problem. Yeah. So, like, guys, I mean, McHale and Bird, they're in the tournament.
Do-
Man, are they in the tournament.
I'm thinking of some other current team-ups, okay?
Duncan Robinson, Tyler Hero. Natty, don't highlight stupid
No,
messages.
that's dumb. That's dumb.
Jimmy Butler and Tyler Hero, maybe.
Yeah.
Don't you bring Duncan Robinson into this, Natty.
What about
Maddie, you know better. Come on, man. Come on.
What about Harden and KD?
So the problem, that would be more of a stretch than Steph and KD.
Okay.
Because he was six-man, and then. So the problem with that duo is that we need to see what happens with the Nets longer.
Okay.
In my opinion,
Sure.
you know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm
Like,
throwing them
no,
out
keep
there.
going. I think
Which that's the storyline moving forward this season because we finally got to see them full picture actually play together as one last night against the Hawks. And granted, they won in overtime, but still.
here's something I want to toss out.
Go ahead.
So if we had an extra team, a team of guys that never really had someone else beside them,
Oh, yeah.
that team for me,
Barkley and Harden.
Barkley and Derrick Rose.
Oh, shit. Before the knee.
I mean, before the
Yeah.
Wait. So are you just picking from like guys that were by themselves the entire time and never had anyone with them?
Yeah, I'm just saying that duo I believe would do very well.
I'd have a big.
And if you have more, keep going. Parker and Duncan, love it, Denny.
I was gonna say Manu and Duncan. I feel like Manu was like a Swiss Army
Manu
knife,
is the
though.
bigger scorer, but I would take Parker because of the playmaker
strike.
aspect. But I think that if we could even do threes, like a
You
three.
could technically do Lillard and Duncan.
Well, of the what do you mean?
Or not Duncan.
Marcus Aldridge?
No. When Lillard was a Mav.
Damian Lillard was only a Portland Trailblazer.
I'm sorry. Wait
You're
a
good.
minute.
Nowitzki?
I've got this
take a
so
breath, take a
fucked
breath.
up.
Are you thinking of Dirk?
No, I'm thinking of the who's the Clippers guy right now?
Kawhi Leonard
Kawhi Leonard
and
Okay.
Tim Duncan. Leonard, not Lillard.
I'm sorry. Okay,
Yeah,
that's
you're
where I
good.
fucked
No,
up.
you're good.
Okay,
You're
so yeah,
fine, you're fine.
It's tough because
because
but
they played together,
Kawhi
right?
Leonard didn't Kawhi Leonard came on towards the end of his Spurs, went to Toronto, was the GOAT.
Yeah.
Went to LA. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
so
which-
I don't hate it.
Okay.
And I think that the conversation comes, did they peak on that team? Did they peak? I don't know. There's a lot that could
Yeah.
go into it. I mean,
Before you get on more, I just have to ask Josh.
Yeah.
Did you hear about the troll job that Damian Lillard did for his shoes?
Oh, he texted me.
Yes.
It was awesome.
It was awesome.
That was one
Tell
of
the people.
All right, so Damian Lillard being one of probably my personal favorite basketball player ever just because of his excellent troll job. If you have not bought
fuck? The Lions are hiring former 19-year NFL quarterback Mark Brunell as their quarterbacks
Let's
coach.
go, Jags quarterbacks! Yes!
Okay, then. That's not something I was expecting.
10-year-old Josh is pumped to hear Mark Brunell's name.
I formally rescind that the Lions will be great. No, I'm just
That
kidding.
front,
I'm just kidding.
dude, that front office is fucking weird. That front office is fucking
Mark
weird.
Brunell could sling dick, okay?
But Damian Lillard decides to pull one of the greatest troll jobs ever and designs a Dame 7 shoe, which, by the way, the Ric Flair shoe is fucking fire.
Yes.
I'm just throwing it out there. But he designs a Dame 7 shoe that is in the colorway of the Oklahoma City Thunder.
Yeah.
Puts his stat line from the game where he hits the game-winning shot, beating the Oklahoma City Thunder in the
Ric
tongue,
Flair shoe's great.
in the tongue of the shoe, and actually wore those shoes when he played the Oklahoma City Thunder. If that's not a troll job, I don't know what is. And first off, I'm surprised he didn't
There's
do
the Ric Flair shoe for everybody at home.
I'm surprised.
It is so
Drip
beautiful.
go.
If anything, I'm surprised he didn't do one for the Houston Rockets.
Yeah, the waving
The
game.
Rockets
Yeah.
one I feel like would have been way better than the Thunder one, in my opinion.
So, can you bring up a list of sorts?
Yeah,
really
sure.
quick.
Of greatest NBA tandems?
No.
Oh.
Just a blank sheet of paper or a sticky note.
Absolutely.
I want us to think of the 16. I think we can do that fairly quickly.
The
Yeah.
16 like
for this
pairs we won?
tournament. The pairs.
Okay.
Now, they do not have to have been at their peak together, but they had to have been
played together.
Okay. Let's that's the criteria.
I
So
love it.
Harden and KD but let's start with the obvious one. So
Jordan Pippen.
Jordan Pippen? Yep.
Jordan Pippen.
Let's start off with some B+ guys. I like it.
Magic and Kareem. Magic and Kareem.
Really rouse up the peasants.
Yeah,
let's
yeah.
get it going.
Austin's going wild right
Kobe
now.
Shaq.
Yeah, Kobe Shaq.
Bird and
McHale.
Let me see if he spells McHale right.
Yeah, MCHALE.
Okay.
Aw.
McHale. Yeah.
There you go. There you go. Stockton and Malone.
Shoot ranking. Yeah. And guys in the chat, please type. Let us know who you think. Stockton, not 10. Just
Yep.
a heads up. Nash and Stoudemire. I actually adore that.
In top 16?
They get a bid. We're just making just add a bunch.
Wait,
No,
who'd
no.
you say? Who'd you say?
Stock 10.
Hang on, I'll get this.
It's ton. Stock ton. Like a ton of stocks. I'm buying a ton of stocks. You didn't have
I got it.
I know, but I just
You got to let me do my thing.
But
That's
after
right.
I
Stockton
told
Malone.
you, you Googled it.
I know, but you got to remember.
Nash Stoudemire.
Yeah.
Let's just add
Nash.
names and then we can delete.
Oh, Olajuwon and Drexler.
Marsha writes in, you mean stonks? Yes, I do. She wrote it. I said this, don't worry about stonks, listen to sports stuff. And she said stonks, and I said stonks are rising. What are you writing?
Olajuwon and Drexler. It's wait, no. Hakeem.
I know who it is.
All right, I'm just saying,
Dream.
but like
Nope. Hakeem.
If you guys would just focus on what you're doing, I'll get it.
I can't with this. I'm so sorry. Olaju.
There's an OnlyFans.
It's
Olajuwon. Olajuwon. Olaju. Olajuwon. Olajuwon.
This one?
No.
No.
Please. Olajuwon. Why is the shoe still in there then?
Oh, this is amazing.
Natty, I love that one.
There you go.
T-Mac and Vince Carter.
Oh, that's funny.
Penny Hardaway and Shaq.
Oh yeah.
Let's do doubles. Let's just that is Shaq is
Can
SH.
Shaq-
You know how to spell Shaquille O'Neal.
Oh. Well, hang on. You got to remember that there's an autocorrect feature to this fucking program.
Did you type? Why didn't it autocorrect that time?
I've already quit.
It did
It's
not.
over.
I'm sorry.
I'm deleting this.
Keep going.
come
Keep
on.
going.
Too late.
Chip said good one. I love
like,
it.
I'll put.
No, yeah. Put
Hang on.
T-Mac,
Yeah, who'd you
T-Mac
have
and Vince
next?
Carter, who were honestly in Toronto Raptors history.
Wait. Since they won 2 rings together, D-Wade and LeBron.
Mhm.
Yeah, I put that. I put them together. Yeah.
I mean, LeBron and Anthony Davis. Because
Yeah.
we're just
oh
at
yeah, absolutely.
So I don't like the double, but I get it.
So here's what I'll say. Once we get this list made, we'll delete
the
the
from
less
there.
of the double.
And then what was Shaq and
Penny.
Penny. Thank you.
Reed and Frazier. Danny, that's a really good one. No, Natty, we're not putting white chocolate and
No.
elbow pass and Chris Webb out of here.
I will put, honestly.
He did, Dad.
I'll put Robertson and Alcindor.
Yeah. Lou Alcindor, baby.
Yep.
So can I put?
You can put Kareem. If you want.
Okay.
Yeah, you can.
Because it's going to be
It's the
treated.
same person. Yeah. It's okay.
Robert. Nope.
I mean, I
There we go.
definitely would put, at least at the invitation stage, Steph and KD.
Yeah.
Now, it's going to be a discussion about, because
Could you wait? If that's the case, could you put Westbrook and KD together then?
Yes.
Yeah. Westbrook and KD.
best duos of recent. I'm trying to think backwards.
We got
Gary
Nash
Payton
in
and
here?
Gary Payton and Sean Kemp.
They were good. That's true.
Durant and Russ, I don't hate. They were, I mean, made it finals.
That's true.
What about
yeah?
What about Reggie Miller? He had to have played with somebody that.
No, Reggie
or is he alone?
Reggie Miller was kind of a solo with Indiana.
All right, then
yeah.
I'm putting Reggie and fucking Barkley together.
Well, here's what I'm saying.
I'm gonna run the tournament.
After we make this, shut up ranking. We're not putting Jackie Moon and Air Bud.
Wait a minute.
We need to.
I
So
think he's onto something.
Here's what we're gonna do. We'll have the duos, and then we'll have a singles buy-in. So we'll find a
Okay,
way to match
singles
the,
by like.
Yeah.
Could you imagine Barkley and Reggie Miller walking onto the court together? Like, all right, now let's play some fucking basketball.
Hop. AI didn't really play. I mean, AI did play with Mutombo on the Nuggets,
He played
but
with-
it wasn't really.
He played with Iguodala.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
would not let Iguodala in a tournament. Irving him alone. That's a big one.
That's a good one.
Dr. J.
This might be kind of underrated. Muggsy Bogues and Larry Johnson.
I don't think they get a bid, but they deserve to be in this conversation.
Okay, that's fair.
I can put that.
That's fair.
I feel like we do not. We are really just shitting all over the Celtics championship right now.
Kevin McHale and Larry Bird are number 2 in my
No,
book.
no.
Paul Pierce and Kevin Garnett?
Yeah.
No?
They only won one.
One ring on those 3 guys' backs is an embarrassment.
Okay.
Like Kobe says, the one regret he has in his entire life is losing that one ring to the Celtics because they're frauds.
Wait.
Wow.
Like
wait.
you're
Kobe and Gasol.
yes, yeah, Kobe and Gasol. It won't beat Kobe and Shaq, but it needs to be here.
They won 2 rings. The man counts.
Reggie and his sister Cheryl Miller. Natty, his sister
Wow,
was better.
that's
Reggie
cold-hearted.
Miller came home
That's
one night
cold-hearted.
scoring 60-some in a game of high school and was so excited to tell his parents. His sister came home and scored over 100 points in her game that night,
That's
so he didn't even
nasty.
tell his parents.
That's cold. That's cold-blooded right there.
There's. I feel like we're missing.
We definitely are.
some
boys.
big names
Oh,
in
for
basketball.
sure. But I don't want to Google yet. I want to
Yeah.
stare at this. The best players of all time.
Like
did Kuz-
Leonard's-
Kuzi?
Kawhi Leonard's not on here at all.
I would honestly rather have Leonard and Paul George than
Ooh,
Leonard at
wait
any
a
of the
sec.
Spurs.
Wait a sec. Isaiah Thomas and Bill Laimbeer.
Yes.
That was another one I was gonna bring up.
IT had to be 100%. And I mean we're gonna miss some. We've been drinking for 2 hours and we're talking about a show.
That's very true.
Let's try to get like
Oh yeah, Will Chamberlain and and West. That would have been actually really good.
Jerry West.
Jerry West. That's a great.
He's
combo.
the logo.
I mean, yeah, one of the greatest shooters in true history. Okay, Sarah. Michael Jordan and Bugs Bunny is actually really good. Natty, we're not doing Ray Allen Garnett because that team is an embarrassment. Hardaway and Shaq, or did you guys say that one? We did say that,
We said
one,
that one, yeah.
up there a little bit because we were talking about Shaq. Penny Hardaway, just terrific. I know we're missing a bunch.
We
but
have to be. Yeah.
So I know this is probably not it, but what about they've played together, and if you put them at their prime, Carmelo Anthony and Lillard is a scary combo. No.
When did Carmelo Anthony play with Dan? Was it just recently?
I'm
I mean,
sorry.
it was recently.
No, you're
yeah.
right. Yeah, no, you're
Technically
right. You're
now.
right. He's
Okay,
he's
yeah.
on them
Yeah,
now.
he's double zero.
Just-
and yeah,
I was just making sure
yeah.
that he was. Yeah.
I
Carmelo
understand
Anthony.
that's a huge stretch.
No. It's a
But-
real thought. Carmelo to me is just such a cancer. Like he's a scoring threat, but he doesn't. The Nuggets upped their efficiency when Carmelo Anthony left. The Knicks upped their efficiency when Carmelo. Like there's just a
Sure,
process
sure,
of him
sure.
just being really
I
good at
just
basketball.
thought of one that's really dumb. T-Mac and Yao Ming.
I love it. Ewing, yes,
yeah,
yes, Natty, that's another
absolutely.
one. Patrick Ewing and John Starks.
That was the other one. I was like, why don't we have Patrick Ewing on here at all?
So I couldn't think of the guy, and it was John Starks. I love that one. Bill Murray and Daffy Duck. I hate everyone. MJ and Bill Murray. You guys are toxic. I hate you all. Let's do two more. Who are we missing as the greatest basketball players of all time?
We said that Chuck doesn't got anybody.
No.
We got Shaq. We got Kareem. We got Jordan. We got Kobe. We got LeBron. We got just LeBron. I mean, and AD. Okay.
And AD. We got, D-Wade
I mean,
and AD.
I would put LeBron and Kyrie here, even though my ultimate would be LeBron and D-Wade. I think LeBron and Kyrie
because they won a ring.
They were. That team had no reason being there in terms of how the rest of that team was developed.
That's fair.
I think that Kyrie Irving is underappreciated in terms.
I feel like.
Oh, he's also a weirdo.
Oh God, we're fucking missing.
We did say Malone Stockton, Den.
Mavericks.
Nowitzki.
Mavericks. Yeah.
I mean,
he was just kind of alone.
I would give him Jet.
Dirk didn't really have a partner though.
Jet was electric during that. I would give him. I mean, maybe Jason Kidd.
But that was before Dirk hit his prime though.
But Jason Kidd and Dirk.
That was before his prime though.
Before Dirk's prime.
Yeah, Dirk has Jason Kidd.
Look up when Jason Kidd and Dirk were on the team together.
Jason Kidd went to New Jersey, and then that's when Dirk became his own guy.
I thought
they got drafted together. They did, but I'm telling you, Jason Kidd moved to New Jersey, and then Dirk essentially kind of.
See, I thought he went back. But we're still talking about guys that, I mean, if we're talking about Melo and Dame Lillard, that's okay then.
Yeah.
But what about Dirk and Steve Nash? You could talk about Dirk and Jet Williams. You could talk about Dirk and Sean Marion. You could talk about Dirk and anybody. Dirk's Dirk.
Dirk is Dirk. That's very true.
I mean, shit. You could put Dirk and Luka. They technically played a year together, right?
Oh.
I feel like that's cheating.
That's nasty.
Oh,
okay, so
see, I feel like that's cheating. You know
so
what?
He
you know
he
what?
plays
He was,
from 07.
Yeah, he went back. Let's fucking go!
All right, bravo.
So we're going Dirk and Kidd?
Dirk and Kidd,
okay.
yeah, that counts.
That's a scary.
No, but he was
That's
in
a dark
Dallas
horse.
before.
He was.
Hey, I know.
Then the
No. I
Jets.
knew he was drafted by them, but I thought he
Yep.
went to New Jersey and never played with Dirk. So okay, my bad.
No, you're good, buddy.
That's a dark horse combo. No.
Let's word it this way. He is the toughest point guard on this list, in my opinion.
Is Dirk possibly the definition of a stretch five?
He was the invention of it. Yeah.
He was the invention.
Very
Anthony Davis perfected it.
We have more than.
That's yeah.
No, I mean
16.
I could keep going this for hours.
Yeah.
Yeah, Anthony Davis perfected the stretch five, but Dirk Nowitzki was the innovator of it.
Yeah, I agree with that. I would say it's
commercial break and rankings.
Ranking time.
Okay,
yeah.
cool.
Let's get it.
So
Thank
we're
you
gonna
guys for
play
sticking with us.
some commercials, and we'll be back with the rank king. Austin, I'm about to send you an invite.
See you soon.
Maybe.
Yeah, Dirk
maybe.
and Nash maybe, but Dirk. All right. 3.
The most controversial show on the internet.
And I thought this would be great. It's going to be controversial.
Is it?
The most impersonated show?
You have to find all the best drivers and then you can beat me. Why weren't you in elf practice?
The most cantankerous?
We don't have turns. I'm winning. I'm undefeated right now. My dad could beat up your dad. Say it. Say it. Say it.
The most professional.
So, excuse me, that verb. So upset.
Okay, I found this on the web for a
Well, I didn't ask for Siri.
The most insightful?
I think it should be Vo because I don't think he's seen anything. Dexter's sister.
Oh, definitely. Yeah.
No, Dee Dee.
Oh, I hate you so much. We're moving on.
You Googled your fucking show?
No, I literally
What is
just
this
read it.
shit?
You know the characters, Vo?
Not at all. I haven't.
Well, at least it'll be entertaining. The Rank Kings Court is in session every Tuesday at 6:30 on Thoughts from the Bench.
Hi, I'm Josh. I like pizza. Do you like pizza?
When the moon heats your eyes like a big pizza pie.
We've let it coagulate. Show Greg, king of coagulation there.
Coagulation is key.
Ooh.
Homemade Greek ranch.
Do you like watching people eat pizza? Help me, because I'm on the quest to find the best pizza in Pittsburgh.
Hand-forged pizza. Vita Vita Vici. That's amore.
Make sure you're sending in your recommendations for the best pizza in Pittsburgh. Hi, I'm Josh. I like pizza. Do you like pizza?
When the moon heats your eyes like a big pizza pie.
We've let it coagulate. Show Greg, king of coagulation there.
Coagulation is key.
Ooh. Homemade Greek ranch. Do you like watching people eat pizza? Help me, because I'm on the quest to find the best pizza in Pittsburgh.
Hand-forged pizza. Vita Vita Vici. That's amore.
Make sure you're sending in your recommendations for the best pizza in Pittsburgh, because I'm gonna try it, I'm gonna hold it to my standards.
It's the aftertaste is the barf. It's where the barf comes in.
I agree. It's bomb pizza.
Can your favorite pizza place pass the test? Find out.
Pop punk metal, emo kids, hipsters, folksters, seeker heads, conspiracy theories and odd ends. We have a show for you. A great depression will truly come. Josh and Zach with guests on some, talking shit and having fun. A great depression will come. 30 years old, but we act like kids. Cryptids crying, all that shit. It's a sad boy's life for me. Sorry, we blame our dads. A great depression will truly come. Josh and Zach with guests on some, talking shit and having fun. A great depression will come.
I could have done better. It wasn't perfect.
It was good though.
I heard it crack.
I don't even think you broke it.
Ladies and gentlemen, Austin is my cousin. My cousin is the Rank King, and the Rank King ranks things. Austin, what's up, brother?
What is going on, guys? It's Thursday night, and I have a Trogs Field Study IPA that I've been sipping on.
And
so
you were on the heels of back nights of content, Austin.
Yeah. You're being consistent right now, man. We appreciate it.
And this is not the first time it's happened.
Consistent.
Here's what I will say, Austin. Are you worried at all for your social life? Because I will shut this company down in a heartbeat if it's impacting you.
Yeah, I was going to say, I really hope the lady is okay with all of the commitment and time you're putting into
Guaranteed I see an arm pop up from the floor in like 3.
No, it's out of the closet.
2,
It's out of the closet.
1.
It's out of the closet and just
you say that shit, and then a random arm's gonna come out, and you guys are never gonna see me again. So that'll
great content.
Yeah,
we'll be in every documentary that'll ever happen.
I'll finally be able to watch the Tuesday show without screaming at the top of my lungs.
That's some very Necronomicon stuff right there, man. That's a little creepy.
Are those the guy? No, that's necrophiliac. Austin, what is the ranking this evening?
Well, boys, as I don this special hat for this ranking.
I wanna be the very best,
dun dun,
like no one ever was. To catch them is my real test. To train them is my cause.
I got a Pikachu.
Man, that hat. Austin, that
I
hat is
used to have
electric.
that hat.
It's
I used to
electric.
have it. Here's my one question, Austin. Are you just doing Pokemon because it's ones that I guess you didn't name the ranking yet, but why not Digimon? I thought you liked Digimon more.
We're gonna go with this one. I didn't have a
Moorhead, hey, listen to me. I will defend you on this because I loved Digimon.
More than Pokemon? That's what you're defending.
It's all right if you want to backtrack, Greg. I get it.
Here's my problem. In terms of all the ancillary stuff like trading card game and video game and all that, Pokemon was great. But that Digimon anime was just awesome.
Austin, what is the ranking tonight, buddy?
Well,
I tried not to ruin it.
Oh! Please tell me you got. Do you have a ball ready? Woo! You got a ball ready?
I know my balls are ready.
Yeah, exactly.
Fair enough.
I was gonna say I don't have a Pokeball, but I brought the ball to the court in this ranking.
Woo! I'm tired of the transitions. They're getting too good.
He's good, man. He's a pro. Let him be.
Fuck.
So,
imagine if Jimmy Fallon's producer yelled, "I fucking hate you, Jimmy. You're too good at your job." Every time Austin transition.
Wait, no. Somebody's producer did yell at them every time they did good. Anyway.
This show?
Something like that, yeah.
Hey, how are you?
Hey. All right, Oz, go. This is your fucking segment. We're sorry. We're sorry.
What is the ranking, by the way, man?
So, the official title of the ranking for tonight is the top 10 first-generation Pokemon I despise.
Finally, we get a ranking of things you hate.
Which, Austin, I fair to say, dare to say, is off one of the more hilarious TikToks you've ever sent me, which I cried.
Yeah. In my own opinion, my title of this is the roast of these Pokemon, because that's literally what's going to happen here.
All right, let's all roast
that
these
is
Pokemon.
fair. I like it.
Let's roast these drawings from Japan.
So, we start off with number 10.
Not reading that comment.
Yeah, not whatsoever.
Josh commented himself, Austin, and said, "I think Josh is doing great."
Trying to pat yourself on the back. What
Ew.
the fuck?
How you guys doing?
All right, Austin, let's fucking go.
Number 10, Zubat.
Fucking no-eye looking ass.
Yeah. This one, I can understand
Goddamn
this
cat-ass body-looking ass.
Here's my question.
Little tooth
Is
big
it
ass
too
leg ass.
low? Should it be higher?
Little antenna on the
So,
old TV so our
I
parents grew up with looking at.
I understand not having
Stop
eyes.
insulting Dre. We're trying to do fucking Pokemon.
I understand not having eyes because the idea is you're using sonar to see.
Yeah,
but
useless move.
But aside from that, though,
Old Brock caught me outside the cave and nobody else got to catch me looking at.
yeah, and hey, Ash was upset that he wasn't able to catch
Brock's
one,
a
so-
douche.
Because Brock's
true.
a gym leader.
Yeah.
He's a professional.
No, he's a douche. Professional douche. Oh, Officer
This-
Jenny. Why does this one
this-
suck, Austin?
This rat with wings.
Yeah.
It's infuriating every time you would go into a cave. You're like, oh, is it going to be, maybe an Onyx? Is it going to be a Geodude? No, it's a fucking Zubat.
I would rather a Sandshrew.
Yeah.
Because
Wow.
Sand Slash is a baller.
Sandshrew is also a badass too if you train it right.
Right.
He can swim.
That's right.
Yeah.
Gotta love the whip, baby.
Yeah. The whip. Austin, what Pokemon is worse than this one? Because I will write this in, Austin, right now.
Zubat is pretty up there.
I thought Zubat was going to be top 3.
Yeah.
But I'm also thinking once you said this, I was like, all right, which ones do I
And here's the
hate?
thing too, Golbat isn't even that great either.
No.
But what's
His
the
evolved
what's
form.
the other one, Austin? There's
Crobat.
Crobat's dope, but he's not G1 obviously.
Yeah,
I know, so-
Crobat's Hoenn, I think.
Yeah. All right, Oz, what's number 9, brother?
I'm
Why are you giggling already?
I'm just looking at these names and I'm like, okay, so number 9 is Gloom.
Oh, what?
Fuck Gloom.
Oh, dude, I don't agree with this one. Gloom is always, if we do the draft on Pokemon, every time I take Gloom.
Nope.
Underrated, I would say.
Oh, why, Austin?
Is it because it's ugly looking? Like, I can get that, but...
It's always, it makes me think like this is like the emo stage
Oh my
of
god.
evolution. Like
We
it's
just played a Great Depression promo. Thanks.
No,
Appreciate
that
it.
is that is
Way
the
to
gloom.
bury the lead.
The gloom of Thoughts from the Bench, Austin, is the Great Depression.
I was gonna
podcast,
say,
so,
Gloom does look like us when we're hungover.
So,
I
I will-
understand that, but
I
when
will
you're
say,
fuzzy?
Austin, like a lot of the time, if
No,
I'm
balls on my
drafting
head,
a
so-
top 6 Pokemon and I need to take, so I try to take one of each, type. Yeah.
Oh, for sure, I
thank
do
you.
that too. Yeah.
I normally take Gloom because of her ability to have grass and poison. So it covers muck, it covers like all those types of things. Really, why do you despise this one? Lower than Zubat.
Man, it literally looks like it's hungry all the time. Looks like every time I look at it, I get fucking depressed.
It is depressing.
That
That's a
sounds
really
like
good point.
someone who's hungover, basically.
But if you're gonna take one of those grass poison types, then why the hell do you not take freaking Vileplume or Victory Bell?
Well, because Gloom has better poison attacks.
And because Victory Bell doesn't say its name, it just goes, yeah!
That's
Well,
a really weird point. That is true.
It's the Eeyore. If we're talking about let's relate this to like Winnie the Pooh. It's Eeyore as a Pokemon.
I like that.
I don't like how
I like
you're
that a
making
lot.
fun of sad people.
Wait, first off, Eeyore
Josh is
actually can put together coherent sentences.
Yeah, but Eeyore's depressed, and Pokemon can only say their names.
Gloom.
Austin?
Yeah, that's how, I mean, Gloom's like, Gloom. Not to steal your bit, Austin. I'm sorry. Do you want to do the Gloom impression?
What?
Do your Gloom impression.
No.
That was really good.
Yeah.
Number 8.
Incredible
Austin.
impressionist.
Yeah.
You
Great. Number
actually,
8.
Your Chewbacca one still was better than mine.
It was
great.
really
Not
bad.
mad at
By the
mine
way,
was terrible.
it was
Austin.
really bad.
Yeah.
Which was better than mine still.
They were both bad.
Number 8. Number.
I am really glad, like, as you said that, like, it was right when the beer was getting into, like, my mouth, so I was
Chewy, should we
I
go
was
to
able
Lightspeed?
like, hold that. Thank God I did not have liquid in my mouth.
I can't do the
I
thing.
actually think I like bad Chewbacca impressions more than I like good
Chewy,
ones at this
should
point.
we kill the Mandalorian? Austin, what's number 8?
Let's roll on.
Oh no!
Oh,
no!
that was good.
Oh, no.
That was good.
Number 8 is a combo of Voltorb and Electrode.
Dude, you've picked 2 of my top 3. I'm so excited for this.
Is this cheating?
This
is cheating a little bit.
I love this.
There's going to be a lot of doubles.
Which I think is totally fine.
And Greg, if I thought that they were cheating, I would have called him on it. I think the
They're
doubles
the same
are okay.
These are the same
it's
Pokemon.
the same Pokemon. They're literally just inverted.
Okay, so the only argument I can understand with this is when the episode where Ash and Jesse and James are doing the Pokemon test, and there's like the silhouette of the sphere, and they're guessing that it's this, and it's actually Jigglypuff seen from above. That pissed me off a little bit, so I understand that. But
that's like...
But Jigglypuff seen from above.
Yeah.
That's literally like when this teacher gives you the study guide, and you know it front and back, and then there's something that's not on the study guide, and you're like, that's not fair.
Why
this
is
is
it
bullshit.
why is it so low, Oz? This is like top 3 for me.
So, I picture this Pokemon. I could use it as a bowling ball if I really fucking wanted to. Because
in the eye holes, in the mouth.
Exactly. But
Homie, I could bowl 200 with that thing very easily.
More or less, all it has to do is to evolve is to fucking flip itself. Like, how uncreative is that?
How meta is that? Yeah. All you have to do to evolve
See,
is
I
be
feel
the
like you'd
opposite of
appreciate
yourself.
that, though, being meta.
Let's give him an angry expression when he's a little bitch, and then when he evolves, he's like, "Arr!"
Austin, is another reason you hate it is because self-destruct is kind of a cop-out move.
Yeah, but it's kind of like a fun move to use, too.
I don't think it's a cop-out move because
Thoughts of the bench and 2 Beers Deep do not think suicide is fun. I just want to throw that out there because that's what self-explosion is. And guess what? That is the worst attack in Pokemon history because it is useless.
Call your mental health professional, folks.
Useless.
I don't get the whole.
Shake your head. What?
That whole thing was just like mildly offensive, not all the way offensive.
We support
but
mental
mildly
health.
Offensive.
We
I'm
do.
aware.
We
I just
do.
didn't like the tone of it.
Oh, okay.
I don't get the whole self-destruct move because if it actually self-destructs, how are you going to put it back in the goddamn Pokeball?
You're not. It's
It
dead
doesn't.
forever.
It's dead. That's the whole point.
Until Jenny
Like, it's
touches it with her
ridiculous.
magic fingers.
Like in the Pokemon race, when it fell into a hole and exploded, that's it. It basically killed its trainer too. Like how the hell does that work?
That's the other thing too, is that the trainer's always like, "Oh, that was terrible." It's like, no, you died.
I would assume that the trainer would think to use it as a last resort. You would hope.
Yeah, and
You
one
hope.
health left. I'm blowing that.
Do you
bitch
want to
up.
know what kind of sick fuck I am? I just roll that guy out there in the first fucking go, and I'm like, yeah, you know what's about to happen. And I
Sick-
take out your starter.
Sick fuck.
I'm a
Speaking
sick fuck.
about rolling it out there, roll out number 7.
Roll out.
I know you
Roll
probably
out.
had a better pun plan than that.
Me and
Austin.
my
Roll out.
homies.
Roll out.
Get
Well, it's
stop
hard for
that.
me
Roll
to,
out.
Nope, Austin, you keep going. Don't listen to them.
It's hard for me to whip that one, but I will whip it and say that number 7 is Tangela.
You couldn't have
that
said
was
that.
so
You
impressive.
couldn't have said that segment was pretty tangled up, or like.
I couldn't, but
I liked it. I liked
Could
it.
But
Quit.
in all essence,
Yeah.
what the fuck is this thing?
Yes.
Like, is it? I saw a little thing on this. Like, is it? There was a thing that it said it was an actual like child, and it was just
Yeah.
caught up in a mushroom. And
Yeah,
super
see,
weird,
that's what
right?
it says. That's what it says in the
What the hell
Pokedex.
Super
is
weird,
this
right?
thing?
Yes.
Like, I don't want to have to give this thing a haircut to realize I'm going to be scarred for the rest of my life.
See, I would have thought it was like tangled vines.
That's real
Morehead.
weird coming from the fucking horror movie guy who's afraid to give a kid a haircut.
I would be. Kids are weird.
I mean,
Now,
do you see the
Austin,
hair
do you-
peeking out of that hat, though? I mean, I'd be afraid to cut that,
But
too.
what?
just
In
saying.
all seriousness, Austin, what's Tangela's best quality?
What's your problem
it's like
with guys
Giga
with long
Drain,
hair,
It's
Greg?
like Whiplash. It's like
Giga
you know what I
Drain,
mean?
Yeah, like
Come
Vine
on.
Whip, and the
Yeah,
fact
Vine
that
Whip,
it
not
can
Whiplash,
pull
sorry.
off better ruby slippers than Dorothy. Like, I don't
But
know.
that's my point. Is
understand Greg,
Tangela
look
literally
at me.
no gym leader, no badge person, no person has ever won the Elite Four with a Tangela without saying I'm going to win this with a Tangela. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What?
It's like
at me.
super weird.
What?
What's your problem with guys with long hair?
You know what my problem is?
What?
It's a bunch of bullshit that my brother has grown his hair out for over a year, and he looks good, and I can't, for the life of me, do that.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm jealous.
We've triggered Greg.
You triggered me a little bit.
Triggered Greg.
Yeah.
Austin, speaking of triggered and being bald, tell us about number 6.
Well, it's funny that you say bald because these Pokemon have no hair whatsoever. This is Metapod and Kakuna.
Yeah, these are the parallels that deserve to be together.
Fuck this stupid shit. This,
Well, okay, so
They're not worse than Zubat.
In the grand scheme of things, they make sense. They make sense.
But that
though.
also
But you
makes
still
them
despise
feel like
them.
cop-outs.
Yes,
Like
yes.
even if they are logical for the storyline for a Butterfree or a Beedrill, you can still despise
No, it's
that
not because
process.
bees they don't become cocoons.
I didn't
'cause
say
here's-
bees. I said
Here's
Beedrill.
the problem.
Yeah,
though.
but Beedrill's a bee.
No, he's a Beedrill. That's like saying Rattata's a rat.
Here's the problem, though. Austin probably got all pissed off by watching a matchup between Ash's Metapod and Samurai's
Harden.
Metapod. Yeah, Harden. Samurai's is
Harden.
weakening. Don't listen to him. His is weakening. Keep going. Harden. That's legit what it was.
That was a glimpse into all of our sex lives. Austin, speaking of sex, what's number 5?
It is the most underrated game on Pokemon
Well, actually,
Stadium.
hold
though.
on. Ignore what all I said. Austin, why are they number 6? We
glossed over
continue to bulldoze this topic. Why are they number 6?
For the notion of the fact that these Pokemon are not used for literal battle, and if you use one in a literal battle, you're one of the biggest fucking idiot Pokemon.
You get them for experience, basically.
Yeah.
You get them through getting your ass kicked. Cause all you
Yeah, that's what I just said, Greg's girlfriend. That was the best game on Pokemon Stadium's mini games.
I disagree.
Oh, you don't think?
It's either
Austin, what was
the
your favorite?
Lickitung one.
No, that one's so hard.
For the
That's
N64
the point.
Pokemon Stadium.
Or the
Austin, what was your favorite?
Sandshrew one.
You know, as
I like
stupid
that one.
as it is,
Exactly.
I like the Lickitung Sushi one.
Lickitung Sushi, yeah, that's great.
What? Really?
Here's what I'm saying.
Lickitung
Funny 'cause
Sushi
I
or a
love-
Sandshrew's
I
Dig.
love
I understand. Go ahead, Austin.
I love having, like, if you're already by ahead of so many points, I just like, hey, why don't you go eat that fucking shit ass soup that's over there? And you just start
Adding.
Hey, that's all.
I am undefeated in Rattata.
Yes, you are.
Yeah, I
Yes,
can't
that is
confirm.
the one
I
thing-
can't
I
confirm.
thought I was gonna be able to
One I
beat
can't
you in
beat
that
it.
one, and I couldn't.
Here's what I'll say. I do not believe that there is a capability of beating the time because there's only so many perfect runs you can have on that game.
Right.
And I feel like I can get a perfect run
Every
time
time,
wise. So like we're
yeah.
either tying or you're losing.
Yeah.
Do you have a correlation to number 5 in tying or losing?
Well, I don't, but I did. You mentioned sex before, and sex can be electrifying, just like number
Sex
5,
bombs.
which is Magnemite and Magnetine.
This one.
It was disgusting how good it was. Yeah.
I don't know if I agree with this one. But here's the thing though, like Magneton still has some pretty strong electrical moves, man. So like,
Greg,
is
it's
it?
3 Magnemites glued together. It's not an evolution.
I don't
It's just
care.
arts and crafts.
I don't care. I can,
Just arts and
I
crafts.
legit can still if I can use them in battle to still win. Like, why the fuck is it a big deal?
Greg,
I
I'll
would
make
love
an
to glue 3 Lugias together if that's ever a possibility. I just want to throw that out there.
Man, we're getting somewhere now.
By their butts.
Greg, I'll use the same argument because this was the one in the video that I sent Derek. Do you like this Pokemon because of its looks and its skills, or do you like it just because it's Gen 1?
No comment.
Yeah, fuck you. I don't want to think about it.
No comment.
Yeah.
And judging by the picture, they're screwed together, not glued together. Thank you.
That's a good point. Yeah, that's some like.
How does the
God.
screw fit in there?
That's
in
what
between
we're
them.
talking about. Sex.
No. The screw is the glue.
Have you not had sex in a while?
So they wrapped the screw in glue and then glued the two together because that screw is not going through anything.
Maybe you need sex. I had
Maybe
sex
you
last
need
night.
glasses.
Wow, big flex on your
because
part
look,
right there.
No. It's a Friends reference. You
there
idiot.
is nobody likes Friends. That screw is not going through anything.
I'm right there with you. I don't either.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, I don't have sex either. Austin, speaking of no sex, what is number 4?
Wait, what?
Well, I don't think this Pokemon would ever have sex
Mom,
based on
when have
looks.
you watched Friends, Marsha?
That's right. That's right. All
I'm
the
sorry,
old
Austin.
people rally against the kids.
So,
All right, go ahead, Austin.
So, just like we're talking about no sex, I don't think this Pokemon would ever have sex.
Wow.
Mr. Mime.
Oh.
Whoa!
I love it. I agree.
Creepy looking
Mr.
fucking dude.
Mime.
Nope.
When did you watch Friends, Mom?
Like the mirror move was.
way.
When
The
they
mirror
went on
move can work
Netflix,
very,
they were
very
all
well.
The
though.
mirror move doesn't work because it's creepy as shit and has to stare itself into the mirror.
Well,
and then the class breaks.
Between
Greg
the
said
TV
they didn't
show
have
and
sex,
the
Sarah.
video
That's
game,
what he said.
Austin, just to let you know, Mr. Mime's barrier. Or
That's what it
mirror,
was. The mirror move. Yeah, yeah.
It in the show, it's the greatest move of all time.
Yeah.
In the game, it's
Mr. Mime
literally
episode's
useless.
elite.
Yeah.
But in the game, all it does is I think it's your special attack at least.
Yeah, Austin.
Not
if-
even your
Austin,
attack.
if you were to do like a percentage, how much this was based on the game and how much this was based on the actual show?
50-50.
50-50?
I don't
like with
hate
your,
this. I
with
think
your
Mr.
whole
Mime
list.
Mr. Mime's overhyped.
With your whole list or just Mr. Mime?
With this whole list.
Okay, that's fair.
I don't think Mr. Mime brings any.
Have
he
you
is
ever
psychic,
caught a
but-
mime and put him in your starting 6?
No.
Right.
That's fair, yeah.
You know?
If I were to pick a psychic,
I've
I
never
mean,
caught any of these Pokemon.
No, like if I was going
put 'em in
psychic
the
route, like my immediate is Alakazam. That's just
It
that's
literally,
right there.
it literally looks like a retired birthday clown.
You've
That's what it looks like.
Yes,
Yes.
Austin, yes.
But you've definitely
100%.
had a Metapod in your starting 6.
Oh, for sure. Like that. I mean, that's
No,
obvious.
that is
To evolve it.
ageism.
Nope.
Startism. That you are telling us that the Pokemon that you have to have in your starting 6 early in the game. You never have to have a Mr. Mime.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
But that's what well, okay.
I guess I
but-
should have heard your. I apologize.
Yeah, because like the
but-
butter, because you're working to a Butterfree.
Well, and Caterpie and Weedle, party penis or whatever, Austin, and that you know what I'm talking about, that vine.
That's
Yeah.
a dangerous party
Party
penis right there.
penis.
That's a dangerous party
speaking
penis.
But those are the two. Those are the first Pokemon you catch.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
you
yeah,
have
yeah.
to. Mr.
You kind of
Mime-
forced into it. Mr. Mime,
Yeah.
you don't get until way later. Yeah, I see what you're saying. Okay.
I will say that I honestly, in my like maybe when I first started the game, but I never
This guy
caught
needs to be a WWE
Metapod
kid.
or a cat, like any of those.
No way. I will not.
I promise you.
I will not go to my grave knowing that you lied about that on this show.
I'm not lying. Like I promise you.
You've never had a Metapod or a.
I said when I first started the game, I had, but in my later plays, I never.
Oh, okay. That's
I'm
understandable. Yeah.
So you would just not catch anything on the way to the first gym?
Well, if I have a Charmander, I gotta fucking up to Charmeleon, so another Steel Claw. Why the fuck am I wasting
You
my
got
time?
to Charmeleon with Steel Claw before Brock.
Yeah.
I think he's lying.
I don't. That's the
Obviously
problem.
not.
Austin and I play video games very differently. I want to find out what's next. Austin goes, the easiest way is to spend 6 hours learning Steel Claw? Okay. I'm just gonna stand here and kill rat-a-tatas till then.
Yeah.
I do believe that is Austin's mantra.
Yeah, here I have a friend who actually does his
Denny, I
hardest
agree
to
with
try to beat a game to 100. So I feel like if he's
Austin
like
is the
that,
type.
there's probably someone who's also like that
Austin's
as
the
well.
type to get a Charizard before he fights Brock.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But would the Charizard wouldn't listen?
Yeah, it doesn't matter. The second it does, it hits.
True.
He's not gonna get knocked out by a level 16 Onyx.
Yeah.
Can you imagine that shit if you walk into like the first gym and it's like, go Charizard, Brock's just shitting his pants. Like,
Yeah, well, that's the thing. Like, so you talk about the badges, and you have to win them in order, and you have to show you some. The first badge is just gonna always get their bell wrong. Like, imagine a guy training his entire life to win all the badges. You could get through the first 7 gyms.
Yeah.
You really should, yeah.
In just a second.
Greg, Onyx is level 12, Geodude's 10 when you get to Brock, right?
If I remember
find it
correctly,
offensive, Austin,
yes.
that he just asked Greg that.
If I remember correctly, yeah. But here's the thing: like even
I
with
asked
even
the
with
encyclopedia, I'm so sorry.
Of sports.
even
of
if you
everything.
Not
even,
true.
Even if you start with a Squirtle, like you should be able to beat them, though.
Greg, can you name any laminate companies?
Oh, fuck off.
Yeah, Encyclopedia My Dick. Wilson Art. Clown. Austin, what's number 3?
I heard someone use the word squirt, so. Oh, Jesus Christ! I can't even do this with a straight face. The Pokemon that flops and squirts around is one Magikarp.
Whoa! Okay.
This is getting off the rails. We are so far gone at this point.
Okay, listen, Austin. I
I
understand.
never want to hear squirts around again on this show.
Austin, I understand.
Squirms, maybe.
I understand that he legit
Flops.
does nothing, but at the same time, the reward is worth it.
No, it isn't.
Carp, Magikarp.
He's worthless.
Greg, do you want to know how I evolved my Magikarp?
You send him out to start a game and then bring him back immediately to just get the experience
Natty.
points.
No, Greg, I save all of the rare candies I've collected, and that's how I evolve them. I literally feed a fish to evolve into a sea serpent.
When did XP share become a thing in Pokemon? Was that in Silver Gold?
I do not
It was not in the
remember.
originals?
I don't remember.
No, because you
Good
can
night,
put,
Natty.
you
I
can
love you,
put them
brother.
out there.
But no, there
and
was
then
a
retract
there's
them.
a so when did I guess here's the question I'm asking and I apologize. When were Pokemon able to hold items?
Not until
Silver Gold.
Definitely not the
yeah,
first
At
season,
least
yeah.
Silver
Because
Gold.
Silver
if not
Gold I
after that.
believe had berries. And you could hold berries in a fight.
Yeah.
So there was
That
an
makes
XP
sense.
share that you could give a Pokemon that they would win the same number of XP points as the Pokemon that fought. That is the only actual way I've ever gotten a Gyarados. I'm not 100% complete the game. I am. Guess what? I beat the Elite Four. Let me go catch some cool Pokemon. I caught a Gyarados. I will never train a Magikarp up.
Did you get to Red Gyarados?
Yes.
Bravo on your part.
Thank you.
There you go.
Austin,
thank you.
I formally believe that the next two were going to be Zubat and Electrode. So, I'm kind of a.
I'm like,
Listen,
thinking,
I'm gonna set
thinking
one
through it right now. Like, I have no idea.
brother, Austin, my guy. If Jolteon is on this list,
That's some bullshit. That is some. Wait. He might
take
put
the piss outta ya.
he might put Eevee on this one. I feel.
I
like.
will.
I
will.
feel like the top two are going to be normal types.
You'll send me the text location of the parking lot.
No. If Jolteon is on this list, I will
was funny,
find a
Austin.
bootleg copy of Godzilla vs King Kong, and I will ruin it for you.
Spoil. Spoil.
Well, the good news is that we won't have to do either of those things.
Smart man.
My brain is a little scrambled right now. Sorry. Let's get to number 2. Is a Pokemon that I can literally fucking make into scrambled eggs.
Let's go, Austin.
Execute.
Let's go.
Oh.
I'm glad that you just did Execute, because Executor is cool.
Yeah.
Execute, there's 5 of them, worthless.
It's
One of them's
literally
cracked.
5
all
individual
cracked,
minded
except for one.
eggs that literally are pulled together.
My only fear with this one is that yes, it's a grass, but it can also do psychic stuff as well.
Well,
Not
Greg,
at-
if you go
at
to the
that
store
level.
and buy a thing
Go
of
ahead, Oz.
eggs, does that make it a execute?
I'm sorry. What? Go ahead.
I said I could go to the store and buy a dozen eggs, and it's already better than execute because I have food.
Yeah, but those
Stupid.
those eggs can't mind fuck
love
you.
that.
They can make you full, but they can't mess with your mind though.
Have you?
The
You've
one
never
is
had good
literally
eggs,
it has
huh?
a cracked head.
Fair
It's
point.
not even fully developed.
Brother, I've had some eggs that will mind fuck me till the end of Earth in my time. Austin, I absolutely, and what I meant when I said this one is like, I just started thinking of some Pokemon.
Summit
I
Diner in Somerset,
formally
PA.
stand
Makes
by
sense.
you for this one, brother. I'm with you.
Yeah.
You want some eggs to fuck your mind? Take a little bit of Joe's Everything But the Bagel. Sprinkle it on your eggs. Get back to me.
Oh, you're into the everything seasoning too?
What do you mean, two?
I'm not surprised.
I hope sometime.
Wait, what
Austin,
does that mean?
Austin, I hope I get to a place in my life where I call Trader Joe's Joe's.
That's where I'm at.
No,
I'm not
no.
surprised.
With the mustache
I'm
and the
not
hair and the
surprised.
tie-dye shirt and the LA hat, like I hope I can work myself to a place where I am so content with my life that Trader Joe's is just, grab this from Joe's, and it's like this nonchalant happening of.
So like if I'm driving through East Liberty and then all of a sudden I just see a line of people outside Trader Joe's, part of me kind of like is just
Because
looking.
honestly, Austin,
part of me is
keep
just
going, keep
looking to see if El Sass is actually in that line because I feel like he is.
honestly, my Chip's in that line. He makes best friends there.
And you know what? I listen to the Trader Joe's podcast.
Are you in the line at Trader Joe's in East Liberty when I drive
Yeah,
past?
Austin, that's exactly how I was feeling. Also, I thought he meant Rockin' Joe's, the coffee shop. Just fun fact.
I'm also a Rockin' Joe's guy.
You don't listen to their podcast?
They don't have
I can't wait till I'm
I
a
didn't know
dad.
Trader Joe's had one.
I'm a Rockin' Joe's guy too, to be fair.
All right.
I can't-
Sledgehammer
I
for
can't
all
wait
the way.
till
Back to more.
I can't wait till I'm a dad and I can go to Trader Joe's and be like, Trader Joe's, what's Joe trading?
I love it.
You want that one back?
I love it.
Do you want that one back?
Never.
We'll
Never.
forget it.
No.
You just
No.
gotta ask right now that we forget that
it.
joke.
No, this is literally all 5 of our clips next week are coming from this segment on Austin.
For sure.
What I will say though, Austin,
There's
is
the
Chip
Trader
makes his
Joe's
best friends there.
podcast.
But Austin, hype us up. Who is the worst first gen Pokemon? Pikachu.
Fucking hate this Pokemon. I got scared of it as a kid. Jinx.
So Danny wrote in earlier tonight that he thought you were going to place Ditto in it. I will say Ditto from a TV perspective is amazing. Ditto from a game perspective is annoying. But So here's, just to bring it all home, and I think that Greg can agree with me on this. My one question, Austin. There is a very slim opportunity to get ice spells in combination with some psychic.
Ice annoys the fuck out of me.
So I think that then Austin would be a Lapras or Dugong user over Jinx.
Yes.
Because again, I've never rocked Jinx in my starting 6 ever.
Yeah, well, ice is so annoying because for me, I feel like there's times where fire, I can't figure out like what actually.
Just water.
It's just like it's weird.
Does ice hurt water?
I feel like it does.
Yeah, I think you're right.
But they're also sometimes water type. I don't know.
It's weird, but that's why Lapras is so great though because it does both. But Jinx, you would think the combination of psychic and ice would be intimidating in some sort of way.
Why is Jinx 1, Oz?
Again, I got terrified of Jinx as a kid. I think it looks like Mr. Popo with cross dress, but I don't. It's
Wow.
terrifying.
I'm now just putting that together.
Yeah.
It's terrifying, right? Like, and the moves that Jinx learns while you want to have that ice and psychic type, the attacks are just hot garbage.
Yeah.
It's just awful. And I'll say this, who is fucking rocking a Jinx in their 6?
I'm not rocking a Jinx in my 6 playing Pokemon the game. However, straight up battle, 50s only on Pokemon Stadium, Jinx is a tough out.
Jinx's moves on that game suck.
But trying to figure out a weakness so I can understand from that perspective.
I mean, so you Googled, Josh, just so I don't know if
so
people-
ice can hurt water.
What hurts ice?
What
Because the
hurts
answer
ice?
is, or no, what is ice strong against defensively? I don't know how to word that.
Grass? Or
What is ice immune to?
So what is ice immune to? Or immune? Because even if it's grass, like, so is water. Like ice is one of those things that it doesn't quite make sense for me because grass hurts water, right? Ice hurts water. Well,
Ice-type Pokemon are immune
to hail.
Weather damage, Generation 3, cannot be frozen.
But
they're not immune to anything.
They just can't be colder than they are.
Right.
There's no like, oh, they played in ice. There's no way I can play XYZ Pokemon. Like maybe grass, but at the same time, just use water.
They're weak to fighting fire and rock.
That
and
just
they're
doesn't
strong.
make sense.
So it's literally, here's what I'm going to say, guys. And Austin, back me up on this, maybe. Ice is the equivalent of psychic. It's only strong against other psychic.
Yeah.
It is.
Like, in a weird way,
Yeah,
Austin,
like, look
right?
at that. Like, ice against ice, it's weird.
The only time it's good against is dragonfly and grass and ground.
Austin, what do you think?
I completely agree because you take the two styles of fighting, you have ice and psychic that are basically the same thing, and you put it into one. It really doesn't make sense.
I see what you're saying.
This is why the subgenre stuff is so annoying. Like ground
Yes.
and rock is annoying to me.
Yeah.
Yeah,
especially
like,
in
it's
Generation
good against
1.
ground, bad against rock. Like,
Generation
what the
1
fuck
was
is
a
It makes no
weird time.
sense.
But
So are there, before we
yeah.
get into more, are there some, because normally we do an honorable mentions thing, like in your honest opinions, the three of you, like what are some that I missed? Because I can
Rat-a-tat.
think of
Rattata, I assumed, would be in this. Yeah, I
Yeah.
definitely, Austin, thought Rattata would be
There's
here.
a lot of like normal type ones.
Diglett.
Yeah.
What about Nidoran? Is that Nidoran, Nidorina? Is that overrated?
No.
I would say that the honestly one of my least favorite is Meowth.
For sure.
Yeah.
Like Austin, I have a big issue with normal types.
I mean, I could put Persian in that category too, just from that alone.
Yeah, but if I'm going it based off
Yeah.
of the show and the thing, we
That's
always
fair. Totally fair. But it's just like normal types don't do much for me, I guess. So Rattata and
How
Meowth,
about
Austin? You know what I mean?
I mean, I would throw, like, in all seriousness, I would kind of throw Chansey in this one too.
Yep.
Oh.
Yeah, like I throw
Yep.
Chansey in that as well. Yeah.
Yup.
You despise Chansey?
And Clefairy?
No.
Fuck Clefairy.
Well,
to Austin's
so
point,
Clefairy's like-
to Austin's point with Chansey, if you're considering the TV show, Chansey represents your Pokemon being full health.
Yes.
So from the TV show and the game, which is hard to find a Chansey, and when you find a Chansey, they're very good. They are always strong.
Okay.
They have high HP too.
They
Yeah,
have extremely high
What about
HP.
Clefairy?
Clefairy is so hit or miss, and I feel like that's mostly because I associate Metronome with them.
And Jigglypuff, I think, is weak, but Wigglytuff, I think, is redeemable.
I would rather have Jigglypuff than Wigglytuff.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know. The Sing felt stronger because of the show. And
What
that may
about-
not, that may not be true.
Yeah.
It's just like as a
Well,
kid.
this was a 50-50, so yeah.
And I feel like we're picking on a lot of the normal types too, but what about Kangaskhan?
Yeah.
The ability to learn all the punches.
Scyther.
Couldn't he learn like Fire Punch and Ice
You
Punch?
do it Scyther, fella.
Well,
Go ahead, Austin.
I'd rather
Easy
have
Scyther.
Pincer. I'd rather have Pincer.
I would rather have Scyther.
Scyther's just grass. Pincer's a bug in grass.
Bugs are just
Scyther
annoying.
learns-
There's nothing. Go ahead, Austin.
The whole point of you getting a Scyther is you're boosting its attack. And correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think that Pinsir can learn Sword Dance.
Here's the one thing,
cannot,
Austin.
you're right.
Back me up here. Is Bug just ice? Like, what is Bug good against?
Yeah, I think the
Not
difference
good
is
against anything. I think maybe grass since bugs eat
Right?
grass.
It is the equivalent to ice. It was a safeguard for no reason.
I think the difference is that a lot of the bugs in later development also are bug grass.
Yeah, equivalent. Austin, I thought that this was a wonderful ranking, and I'm glad that Zubat and Electabuzz, sorry.
Electabuzz does not deserve to be on there.
Electrode were in this one because I thought they were going to be top 3, so I'm glad they weren't, buddy. What did you have any that you thought might be in but aren't? Austin, I know you asked for our honorable mentions, but did you have any?
So we said Rattata, but I would say Raticate more. It evolves into
Well,
a
and
hair.
those would be like the two parallels,
Yeah,
right?
it's just strong teeth, like an uglier, bigger version with big teeth.
Yeah,
And I don't
Some
think
strong
that's-
teeth, just saying.
And the fact that Ash was stupid enough to give up his Butterfree for Eradicate. says
Let's
that-
not go down that road.
Moron.
Let's not go
Dumbass.
down
That's
that
a
road.
sad episode.
Manipulated by the older generation.
Such a
And then
sad episode.
he goes, "Oh, now's my chance. Go, Butterfree." He forgot that he fucking gave it away.
Exactly. Let's not go down that
Is
road.
the saddest Pokemon episode when Charmander's in the cave?
No. Butterfree flying away.
Butterfree flying away was
because it's the only time you ever see a guy giving up a Pokemon
to let him
like,
be free.
To be free.
Yeah, I just think of like
technically you can't catch Butterfree.
I guess like I'm thinking of Charmander in the rain, crying.
Oh, that's a rough one.
So
yeah.
it's rough. It's rough because someone else hurt him, and then Ash picks him up.
But it has a happy ending though. Like with Butterfree, it's like
Butterfree's like it's literally the only time you ever see a trainer give up his Pokemon to be like, dude, just go.
Butterfree comes back though, right?
I don't think so.
No, he just goes and bangs the penguin.
Good for him. Good
Austin, anything else, brother?
Yeah, I would argue if we're talking about saddest scenes in Pokemon, I know we're not including the movie, but
That's
literally
a great
when
ranking.
Ash's damn near death and all the freaking Pokemon are crying and shit.
You
like
know,
that.
honestly, low-key,
the Mewtwo movie.
I got something to say. Don't fist fight Mewtwo.
Yeah,
bad idea.
Good idea.
Bad
to not
idea.
do that.
You know, Austin. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
when literally the dude can just sit there, twirl his hand, and cause a storm to occur. That's all you kind of need to know right there. Don't get into a fist fight with that.
Just like don't try to fist fight a Pokemon first off.
That's true.
Because I would not even try to fist fight
Rattata.
Jinx would be terrifying. Rattata, I would be so terrified.
Yeah, that's a giant rat.
I love this
a
ranking,
rabid
Austin. I thought this ranking was great. It definitely was better because of no expectations for the low end. I think Jinx deserves to be a piece of shit person. Austin, anything, I don't know, maybe like you do a show and you want to like tease a topic or something? I don't know, maybe, I don't know. Anything you want to tease in your last minutes here?
Yeah.
So, the next week's Rankings Court will have a very, dare I say, magical feeling to it.
Oh, I know exactly what it is.
okay.
I know exactly what
He
it
already
is.
did Harry Potter,
I
didn't
know
he?
exactly what it is. No, it's
No
Penn
spoilers.
and Teller.
No spoilers. No spoilers.
Penn and Teller.
Okay. Fine. Penn and Teller. Penn and Teller. Penn and Teller.
Right?
You'll just have to wait.
All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys so much for the entire episode. We know we went. We'll probably turn this into a 3-hour show at this point. Who knows? Natty, thank you so much, guys. My parents, thank you for tuning in. Denny, everybody, we love you guys. Timmy,
How
everyone,
about the
very
third
much.
level
so much.
hype train?
The third level of the hype train.
That was sweet.
21 live viewers at one point peeking out here, so we can't
0.2.
appreciate you guys enough. Thank you so much, guys. Austin, as always, brother, you are the peak of the show. We appreciate you and love you, man.
Yep.
Shout out to Abjuration Brewery for honestly one of the best beers I've ever had. Shout out to Alter Genius just for letting us in the doors there. But guys, we will catch you next week, the next show. Love you, Mom. We'll see you guys. Thank you, Natty. You were the best. Love you, brother. We will see you guys live Sunday morning for Boondock Bangarang and next week for 2 Beers Deep.
Austin, go catch them all.
Yeah, no.
Pop punk metal, emo kids, hipsters, folksters, seeker heads, conspiracy theories and odd ends. We have a show for you. A Great Depression will truly come. Josh and Zach with guests on some, talking shit and having fun. A Great Depression will come. 30 years old, but we act like kids. Cryptids crying, all that shit. It's a sad boy's life for me. Sorry, we blame our dads. A Great Depression will truly come. Josh and Zach with guests on some, talking shit and having fun. A Great Depression will come. Pyah!
I could have done better. It wasn't perfect.
It was good though.
I heard it crack.
I don't even think you broke it.
If you had one jersey to pick from across all of sports, what do you think it would be?
Reebok era maroon Atlanta Thrashers alternative jerseys. I mean, can we talk about A+ potential? They look like soccer jerseys, but they're hockey jerseys.
I think we're gonna have to pass. So, what's your favorite college football jersey out there?
Oh, it's Coastal Carolina. Chanticleers, right?
Dude, are you serious? Dude, that's my team.
The jersey
Hey, no,
sucks. Oh no, dude, that jersey's trash. I don't even like college football. It's so stupid.
What the hell is this? So as far as NFL jerseys or just football jerseys in general, I guess what's your peak jersey? What does it look like? Which one is your favorite?
Well, you gotta go with the Buffalo Bills home.
No, I'm gonna stop you there. I think we're gonna move on. We don't need any homers on the show, so I appreciate you calling in, man.
And I would say, Smalls, I have an incredible passion for Arena League football jerseys.
Sure. Okay. Yeah, that was a great league. I mean, do you venture outside of that at all?
The best one, I'd say I have a lot of Penguins jerseys.
Did you say you said jerseys?
Yeah, you've never heard of a jersey?
No, I know what it is, but you would say that's your favorite?
Yeah, because they're short sleeves, so you can move around a lot better.
You mean that ironically, of course, right? You mean that ironically, right?
All right, who do we have next? Benny Buckets.
Hey, what's up, man?
Hey, what's up?
Oh.
Are movies dead?
No.
Are movies dying?
No. Listen, everyone is saying that they think they are because Exhibition is struggling with COVID right now. It comes to life.
It's Harry fucking Potter.
Because until you see that image, it only exists to you in your mind, right? And then it all becomes real, right? Like it's not just something in your head or on the cover of a book.
Welcome to the fucking show. Tonight!
And then they're like, okay, well, here's like a half-decent cool car chase in it, and then they're in a plane.
How did she pull the trigger?
Riding the motorcycle, and she's got her leg out. She's like,
Lucy Lou stole my heart.
Oh my god. Well, hey, listen.
But let's say you were a wizard, right?
Hey, Justin, let's say you was a wizard, Harry.
It's a very campy film.
This man was not prepared for the type of supernatural shit that was coming down the pipe.
I'm just gonna say it, they're my favorite characters in the whole movie up to this point because they are hilarious.
I had never seen it, but I'll be watching it again.